Give it up for number 3, Miss Asia Carter. Make some noise for number 12, Miss Kyla Trailer. And last but not least, make some noise for number 20, Kendall Rowland. That is your Lady Bobcat starting lineup. In charge of that sideline is head coach Jamie Caldwell.
All right, so we're about to get the starting lineups for the Millwood Lady Falcons.
2024 with the Lady Falcons. Time for your starting lineup. Give it up for number 1, Anae Atchison.
Spark Plug getting her name called. This is the starting lineup sponsored by Narissa Berry Insurance. Narissa Berry Insurance would like to help you get the very best insurance coverage with the right price for your home, automobile, and life insurance. Let her protect what's most important to you. Learn more by calling 405-547-0595. As we get ready for this, Star Spencer head coach is Jamie Caldwell. They come in tonight with a record of 4-11. They're averaging about 41 points a game, giving up about 53, about minus 12 overall in their average. Last time they were out, they did beat Harding Fine Arts by 90 from the score of 90-11. Little deceiving on that number because in the previous 4 games, they averaged 33.4 points per contest. Now it's for the starting lineups for your Millwood Lady Falcons. It's Sparkplug and Nate Atchison. Number 2, Rihanna Hill. Number 3, B-Rod, Brandy Harrod. Number 4, Raquel Hunt. And number 5, Reagan Carey are your starting lineups for tonight. So, as we get ready for tonight, talking about Dava Albert's Lady Falcon team, they are 11-11, currently still ranked number 15 in Class 3A. They're averaging 48.9 points per game, giving up 50 over the course of the season. That's a -1 ratio. But during this 5-game winning streak, and in their last 10 games, they are 5-5. That tells you something, folks. During the win streak, they're averaging 54.4 points per game, giving up 45. They are 9.2 points better than they were just a regular season ago. So now jumping it up in center court, of course, that is Asia Carter and Brandy Harrod. That is the key matchup to watch tonight. Asia Carter can go, Jamin.
Right, and we're talking about a Star Spencer team coming to the Millwood Fieldhouse, coming to get a win. I mean, they're very hungry for them as they've only had one this season.
All right, going to work now, Harrod. Shot is no good for Harrod that time. Rebound pulled down by the Bobcats in this case. And the Bobcats are going to throw it away, and it will remain now Lady Falcon basketball. So keys for the night, set the tone early. This is a team that you want to go ahead and stomp on them a little bit, get them shaken early, then pressure the ball, and then rebound, something the Falcons still need to work on as this regular season winds down. Ball goes through Anae Atchison's legs. She's a little surprised by that one as I am. And going back to work now, ball in the hands of the Bobcats. Carr tries to get it and then not ready for the pass that time. Candace Brady's going to turn it over.
And that's one of the many woes here for the Lady Bobcats. I mean, the things that have been handicapping the Lady Falcons during their 9-game losing streak have plagued the Bobcats during their whole season.
All right, going to work. Dribbling inside, Rihanna Hill to the basket, and she scores.
It's a great take there by Rihanna Hill, getting started early. She got the rebound and put back on that first possession, didn't get it to fall.
All right, so contact's going to be made there by Raquel Hunt. She's going to be called for her first foul of the game. Falcons up 2-0, 6:59 to go. Thank you for joining us tonight on PPBC TV. And for all the Bobcats who are tuning in to watch tonight, remember, you can check the Bobcats out again tomorrow night on PPBC TV as they'll be taking on one more time the Douglas Trojans tomorrow. All right, going back to work. Handing the ball off to the corner now goes Brady.
Nice steal there by Reagan Carey.
So Reagan Carey comes up with the steal that time. And then this time, the Falcons going to turn it over.
Candace Brady picked her pocket there.
So now, going to fire the ball. And again, too much pepper on that. A little too much heat being thrown right now. So there's going to be a timeout called right now. Jamie Caldwell's going to call a timeout as the Lady Bobcats will try to get themselves organized. Of course, it is a A+ lawn services timeout right now. If you are interested in your home lawn looking good, green, full, and healthy, first of all, you need some of that rain. Well, we're going to get plenty of that over the weekend is what I've been told, Jamin. But the other side of that, you need to get some of that Smurf turf so all those nutrients lock in all the things that it needs and blocks out all that stuff that you don't. Hey, Milo Wilson will take care of you so you don't have any of that crabgrass in your lawn. 405-535-5139. 405-535-5139. Back to live action right now. 6:27 to go in the first. It's Friday Night Hoops on PPBC TV. Ball in the hands of Rihanna Hill, gets it over to Harrod. Harrod across the timeline. Harrod is steady. Man-to-man defense the Bobcats line up in. Falcons standing around a little bit. Now they get to moving. Raquel Hunt going to go to the baseline. Shoots the runner. Shot no good. She gets her own rebound there. And then gets the ball inside to Harrod, and Harrod's going to be fouled that time by, it looks like Asia Carter fouled her that time. Harrod getting into the painted area, Jamin, and that's something that she's going to do naturally, and she's extremely comfortable because everybody now on the team is capable of getting her the ball in a scoring position.
Right, that's the bread and butter there for Brandy Harrod and for this team. I mean, you're going to see a lot of 4 out, 1 in. You're going to get the ball to Brandy Harrod, do as much as you can to space out the floor and get it to open shooters.
Harrod knocks down free throw number 1 tonight. She's finally on the board, 6:02 to go. She lets go the second one, and Harrod is smooth with it. Falcons up 4. Falcons putting together full court pressure. Raquel Hunt gets it. Tries to get the steal in the deal. She's not able to get the combo meal that time.
Gets that ball loose again, Raquel.
That's a nay. Going to fire it back out to Raquel. So Raquel did come up with the steal, and it gave the Falcons an extra possession there. So the Falcons doing a good job of keeping the pressure on the Bobcats. Harrod lets one fire from the corner. Shot no good. Rebound that time controlled by the Bobcats. Asia Carter has it. Fires it up to Brady.
Good trap there by Brandy Harrod.
Harrod comes up with the steal. And inside to a backdoor pass or behind the back over the shoulder pass to Anae Atchison, and she scores. Brandy Harrod with the assist there.
Yeah, you talked about that matchup there. She faked Asia Carter out there real quick, passed it to Anae at the last second.
Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. The Falcons were going for it, almost came up with the steal, knocked it out, but it will be Lady Bobcat ball. So now, working the ball around, going to get it back in the hands of Carter. Carter bounce pass inside, and easy basket coming there to Kanaya Brown.
One of the easier baskets they're going to get tonight. Millwood Falcons have got to lock in and get set on defense.
And this time, Anae Atchison is going to be called for steps traveling on that one. It's going to be a turnover. As it stands right now, 4:58 to go, 6-2 is the score. Ball up top, Brown going to get in the hands of Brady. Cross court over to Rowland. And Rowland's going to get called for the turnover there. Lady Falcon ball, 4:49 to go. If you didn't hear me earlier, senior night here at the Wood will be recognized in intermission between the girls and the boys game. So contact on that one. Foul's going to be called against Candace Brady there. Second team foul, but it's going to send Rihanna Hill to the line shooting 2. Jamin, tell me real quick what your thoughts were of Rihanna Hill's last game that you were here to see.
I mean, great performance by Rihanna Hill. 17 points on the night. She did a great job from 3, going 3 for 5. She's a willing scorer, and she's had to take on more responsibility as the season has progressed, and she does a great job initiating some of the offense as she takes it there and gets to the free throw line.
Stolen by Reagan Carey. Carey across the timeline now. Carey has the ball knocked loose. She's back ready to set to go to work. Carey's going to fire it to Raquel Hunt. Hunt goes inside. That ball's going to be blocked, but Harrod ends up with it. Anae with the runner, and she puts the biscuit in the basket.
Easy floater as Anae easily gets into the paint there. Raquel Hunt, being the tenacious defender she is, gets that ball loose. Brandy Harrod goes up for a tough lay.
And then contact's going to be made there. Harrod hit hard there by Asia Carter. She picked up foul number 2 on Carter. So Harrod takes a minute to get up, but she's going to be all right.
Right, we talked about this matchup, though. You, importantly, Mo, mentioned that this matchup is going to be key in this game, and it's proven to be a physical one so far in this first quarter.
Last year when the Falcons took on the Bobcats at N-Star Spencer, you got an opportunity to see Asia Carter feeling really comfortable in her element. She is a talented young lady. I mean, she can shoot the ball. She can generate offense. Tonight, she's just seeing the growth in Harrod's game, and she's going to have to adjust. Harrod shoots it and scores. Harrod getting all her work done from the free throw line. Kind of like that.
Right, the Falcons are impressed here.
All right, and Brady going to have her shot blocked for the first time by Reagan Carey.
Star Spencer trying to advance the ball fast up court, but the Millwood defense is doing a great job getting back on defense.
Asia Carter has it, Harrod covering her. Carter with the ball fake. And it looks like, what do we have here? I didn't quite see the call. Okay, so it's an offensive foul is going to be called against Kanaya Brown. Team foul number 4. Substitutions coming into the game for the Falcons now. As Anae Atchison comes out, Alyssa Isaac is in, Imani Atchison, her sister, comes in. And it looks like, okay, so trying to get understanding of who's coming out of the game. So Reagan comes out and Raquel comes out. Okay. Now that we got it clear on what we got going, Anae Atchison stays in.
I feel like that's one of the hidden keys here in this game, Mo. This is an inferior team, and you want to see production from your players on the bench as they get more time on the court, get more comfortable out there.
All right, going to work now. Harrod misses that shot. Rebound by the Lady Bobcats, going to work. And a bounce pass with a little bit too much sauce on it. It's going to trickle out of bounds. Coach Caldwell does not like it. 12-2. 3:23 to go. Anae Atchison has it. Ball's going to be deflected by Rowland. Rowland gets it up to Brown. Brown tries to finish with the left hand, draws contact from Anae. Anae will be called for the foul, her first one of the night, team foul number 2, and it's going to send Kanaya Brown to the free throw line shooting 2. Brown's getting set, spins it. Back rims that first one, no good. So she gets one more. Back rims that second one for Kanaya Brown. But the Bobcats get their own rebound. And on the other end, a three-point shot that time. (12-5) is the score now. Bobcats didn't get the free throws to fall.
Asia Carter shooting that gap there.
Ball came right our way. Jamin, you were not.
She was trying to give you that assist, Mo. I wasn't going to take it from you.
Okay, Jamin, you're supposed to get there and get that pass now. Working the ball around is going to be deflected. Asia Carter gets it. And on the other end, Kanaya Brown going to have the ball knocked out of bounds, or the Lady Bobcats going to have it knocked out of bounds. 12-5, 2:38 to go.
That's 2 possessions there where the Bobcats come away with steals. Asia Carter coming there, and on the last one, Kendall Rowland.
All right, Carter gets the ball in the hands of Kanaya Brown.
Monty Atchison got that ball loose there.
And it's going to be a turnover here, or they're going to call contact against Alyssa Isaac. So Anae comes out. So Ane out, Raquel is in. So on the floor, sponsored by Narissa Berry, is you have Raquel Hunt, Alyssa Isaac, Rihanna Hill, Imani Atchison, and also on the game for the first time tonight, have Neve Mazette on the floor.
Falcons set there in the 3-2 defense.
So Neve Mazette is in the game, and she comes in as Harad is also off the floor right now. So
Foul there on Raquel Hunt.
Raquel, that's no problem. Raquel Hunt picks up her second foul of the night, actually, to be honest with you. Team foul number 3. 2:14 to go.
And that's one thing the Falcons here have to be aware of. Getting in foul trouble. As we mentioned, we want to see some of the bench players get involved in this game, but you don't want to see any of your key players in foul trouble.
So 12-7 should be the score. But right now, so it's going to be a foul called. So a foul's going to be called against Star.
Corinthia Colbert.
So Colbert's going to get that. So now to the free throw line goes Alyssa Isaac. Isaac knocks down free throw number 1.
Good efficiency here from the free throw line here in this first quarter.
13 as Isaac drains both tonight. All right, doing work, gonna swing it over. And inside, Brown shoots. She can't get it to fall that time. But the Bobcats come up with the rebound. Carter fires it to the corner. Shot by Brady is no good. Rebound pulled down by Mazette. Hunt to the basket. She can't get it to fall that time. And Asia Carter gets the rebound. Brown gets it into Brady. Brady loses it in the lane. Raquel Hunt with the turn-up with the steal there. And on the other side, Hunt misses. Hunt misses that one. Rebound pulled down by Isaac. Looks like they're going to call a foul this time on Alyssa Isaac. Team foul number 4.
All right, Star Spencer came up with 2 steals and 2 possessions in a row. The Falcons do the same. Don't get points there as Raquel Hunt misses a couple layups.
So now going to work. Ball in the corner. Ball up top. Brown fires it over to Brady. Back up top, Brown. Ball fakes. Shoots from just inside the 3-point line. I'm going to swing it back out to Asia Carter. Carter.
Candace Brady there on the rebound. She takes the midi, and that's good.
So 2 points this time. So Candace knocks it down. 14-8. 32 seconds to go before the end of the first. Raquel backing it up. She's dancing on the logo with 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Hunt going to swing it inside. Ball ends up in the hands of Rihanna Hill.
Yeah, she telegraphed that pass there a little bit. Corinthia Colbert tipped that.
So a steal for the Lady Bobcats. 1 second on the clock. So turnover on the inside, but when it's all said and done, it's 14-8 at the end of 1. Time for our First Security Bank recap of the first quarter. If you're looking for a bank to help you make your dreams of becoming a homeowner or business owner come true, let First Security Bank make your dream a reality. Call them, 405-424-4341. First Security Bank, an African-American-owned bank, member FDIC. Your thoughts at the end of the first quarter?
Millwood, they have to settle down there offensively. They're doing a great job getting steals in transition, but we haven't equated to getting any buckets in those scenarios. And offensively, we're doing a good job, and we're very efficient from the free throw line.
So with that being said, going into the second quarter right now, let's take a quick look at the numbers. Both teams, the Falcons were able to take advantage but not get to the free throw a lot. The Bobcats stayed out of the bonus for a little bit of time. But the Falcons on the night so far have not had the greatest shooting night coming out the gate. They're 3 of 10 shooting from field goal attempts. No threes, 3 of 9 from twos. That's why we get to this nasty 30%. But however, the Falcons are 8 for 8 from the free throw line, and that is the difference in the game. The Lady Bobcats on the other side are shooting 3 of 5 from the floor, 60%. 1 of 2 from 3, 50%, 2 of 3 from twos. So shot opportunities have not been haven't been a lot of them in the first quarter due to the Falcon defense. But if the Bobcats are going to get here, they're going to have to get the ball and get into an offensive set. Right now, the Falcons are rolling, and when they get to rolling, the Falcons can put points up by the dozens. So starting the second quarter now, Reagan Carey has returned to the game. She misses that shot, but Rihanna Hill gets the rebound and then gets the ball back to the hands of Reagan Carey. It's a nice job there by the Falcons.
Good vision by Rihanna Hill sharing the basketball.
So on the other end, Asia Carter's going to swing it to the corner. Going to drive it inside, go with the runner shot, no good. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say out on the Lady Bobcats, I believe Falcon basketball. 7:22 to go before the end of the first half. So who's on the floor? Sponsored by Narissa Berry Insurance, Reagan Carey, Imani Atchison, Alyssa Isaac as Reagan Carey tries to hit him with the scoop shot. Doesn't work that time. Are they going to call a turnover?
Called a travel there on that spin.
On that spin move, okay. All right. So going to work now, 7:06 to go.
Falcons setting the 3-2.
Kanaya Brown has the ball at the top, works it over to Brady. Swings it to the corner. And then a shot from the corner. Asia Carter knocks it down.
And that's butter, as you mentioned. Star Spencer, they have to get in some of these sets if they're going to find some.
Alyssa Isaac fires a three. She can't get it to fall that time.
If they're going to find any success on the offensive end, Asia Carter drains that corner three there.
Is that her second or her first three?
That is her first.
All right, going to work right now. And
Sets
then,
up for another one.
Okay, and Asia Carter. What was that I just asked you?
That is her second, Mo. I stand corrected.
Who knocked down the first one? Was that Brown who knocked down the first one?
Yes, sir.
All right, and Kanaya Brown comes up with the steal here. Falcons got to wake up right now. The defensive intensity has dropped off quite a bit, and Asia Carter looks like she's shooting from the front lawn. Alyssa Isaac comes up with the steal. Isaac to the basket and draws contact, and Alyssa Isaac going back to the free throw line.
As you mentioned there, the Falcons have to pick up the intensity on defense, especially on the perimeter. I mean, if you don't get hands in front of Asia Carter, she's going to let it go as she drains too.
What's that line Mark Jackson used to say in the broadcast about hands?
Hand down, man down.
In this case, woman down, because Asia Carter is going to knock it down. And again, Imani Atchison checks out of the game as Harad comes in. One thing I'd like to point out here is notice how Dava Albert's doing substitutions now. She's doing it based upon matchups, and I think she's understanding that if she's going to let Asia Carter get going, it's going to be a big factor of that. Isaac misses the free throw.
Star Spencer called for a travel.
So Star gets the rebound. However, they're going to turn it over. So Rihanna Hill to inbound the ball. She does get it to the hands of Harad. Over to Hill. Hill, step back. Jump shot's no good. Harad with the rebound. Harad drives inside for a much easier shot. Draws contact, goes to the free throw line.
And that's something Coach Albert wants to see is easier shots. She got on her team last game from settling for three. You don't want to see them settle for three, especially when you're so talented and shooting so well from the inside.
Pound the pill. The mid-range, something that's a lost art in basketball, so it's nice to have it. Harad back rims that first one. Her first free throw missed tonight. Harad has 4 points that she had in the first quarter. See if she can knock this one down. And she does. Harad with 5. 17-14, lead back up to 3. 5:47 to go. The Lady Falcons' defensive intensity is kind of laid back a little bit here. Falcons going to have to step it up.
Right, electing to stay in the 3-2. But as you talked about matchups, see how Reagan Carey and maybe Brandy Harrod are going to play Asia Carter as the Bobcats are called for another travel here.
Again, ball pressure being applied. Corinthia Colbert's going to turn it over there. Now Rihanna Hill, as Rihanna Hill drives down May Streak and draws contact from Colbert.
Hey, if you give her a wide open lane, she's going to take it. We talked about Rihanna Hill up in the ante and being more aggressive on the offensive end.
3 quick fouls for the Bobcats. We're not even 3 minutes into the quarter right now. They've got 3 fouls. Rihanna Hill takes her time and knocks down free throw number 1. Pushes the lead up to 4. 5:30 to go before the end of the first half. Hill takes her time and knocks it down. Rihanna Hill with 6 points. She is the high-flying Falcon.
And Star Spencer is going to have to watch how they play defense as well. They got some quick foul trouble here, and the Falcons are cashing in from the free throw line here.
Asia Carter with the ball fake, drives inside. Asia almost loses it. They go to the corner, and then letting go a 3-point shot. Wasn't able to drain it that time was Samaya McCoy. Harrod gets the rebound, dumps it into Alyssa Isaac, who scores it. She drops the biscuit in the basket off the Harrod assist.
The many talents of Brandy Harrod, 2-on-1 there, gets it over to her open teammate.
All right, into the
she
game.
Tips the ball there, and she has possession.
So Harrod picks up another steal, and on the other end, Harrod has the ball knocked loose, tries to go inside. They're going to call her for steps, but they're hitting the ball.
Right, she faked it to Rihanna Hill and was trying to get it to her again, and the ref had to call it that time.
She got one. You won't get 2. 4:42 to go. Kanaya Brown across the timeline now.
Falcons in a 1-2-2.
Working the ball around the perimeter. Hunt decided to put her hand on it.
Reagan Carey comes and takes it.
Reagan Carey knocks it loose. Raquel Hunt comes up with the steal. She got to go to the goodie bag, and she's going to throw it away on the other end.
All right, she's crossing half court, trying to get it to Rihanna Hill, and Rihanna Hill doesn't get time to get set and look up and see the pass in.
So 21-14, 4:22 to go. Entering the game, Taisha Walker coming out for a breather. Working the ball around the perimeter, back up top to Kanaya Brown. Alyssa Isaac almost comes up with the steal. Asia Carter has it on the right wing. She pulls up, stepping inside the 3-point line. And the ball's going to get knocked loose, and it will be Falcon basketball. So.
And Kanaya Brown took her eyes off the ball. Ball bounced off her feet. Luckily, Asia Carter paying attention. Heads up play, shoots the ball quick, but catches all air.
All right. So Asia Carter, and Atkinson wheels and deals as she has returned into the game right now.
Nice English there on that Euro.
So Anae gets in the game and she scores. 23-14 is the score now. Working the ball up top, Kanaya Brown. Into the middle, Reagan Carey comes up with the steal. Fires it up to Anae Atkinson. Atkinson finishes at the basket.
And this is what you would like to see. I mean, you want to see them score in transition, running that 1-2-2 defense now, truly denying the Bobcats out of the paint. Reagan Carey comes up with that steal there.
So 25-14. Looking at the quarter numbers right now, the Falcons are outscoring the Bobcats 11-6 right now. That spurt has been created as the defensive intensity is picked up. You know, you don't take any opponent for granted. You don't take any opponent lightly. Something you must do each game is execute. That's something that is required if you're going to go later into the playoffs. And this Bobcat team, as you said, right before tip-off, is looking for a big moment. They're looking for that moment. They've had some wins, but they haven't had a signature win. A win that you look back in your season and go, yeah, we didn't accomplish the goals that we thought we would, but we did beat so-and-so. Those are wins that you can build off of in the offseason going into next year. And the Bobcats are looking for it. So if the Falcons leave it open, Star Spencer will gladly take it.
Right, they're playing for pride, and you can see it in their play. They're hungry, energetic, getting out there. They were trimming that lead down a little bit, and that was primarily from their defensive play.
So as we get back to live action now, coming across the timeline now is Walker. Walker gets it to Carter. Falcons covering on defense once again, 3-2 zone. And the Bobcats throw it away. Brady zigged when she thought she was going to zag. So turnover. 25-14, 3:12 to go. An A, spark plug, 6 first half points. Harrod with 5, Alyssa Isaac with 4, and Reagan Carey with 2. Raquel Hunt goes inside, draws contact. She can't get it to fall. Brandy Harrod, too much pepper on the putback.
Right, a lot of these Lady Falcons trying to scoop it up there on that right side for lays, but they're not really laying it off that glass.
Reagan Carey comes up with the block that time on Asia Carter, who tried to get a shot up. On
Nice
the other end, Harrod drives inside again and draws contact on Tiaja Walker. Team foul number, that'll be team foul number 4, but Harrod to the line shooting 2. It's senior night. Seniors will be acknowledged during the intermission of this game. Front rims, and goes in for Harrod.
All right, you talk about a heads-up player. That's a nice play there by Brandy Harrod. Getting it down court there in transition. Does a quick stutter step to get the defender on her hip, initiate the contact as she's followed to the basket.
What I really like, and I really want to point this out in terms of what you call point production and a lot of things like that, is that when you start looking at Harrod at the free throw line, I like her form when she bounces off her toes. It really, as that three-point shot is missed there, rebound pulled down by Reagan Carey. And on the other end, beat Raquel Hunt to the rim.
Right, Raquel Hunt, she's been hunting down that shot. She finally gets it there.
Yeah, Hunt has been missing the bunnies tonight, something she normally doesn't do. Three-point shot again, missed. Brandy Harrod pulls down the rebound. Harrod going to work to the basket. Contact, no foul. Pulled down by the Lady Bobcats. Asia Carter almost loses it there.
And she does,
Carter dumps it down. And then spin move on the inside and score the basket for Cornetha Colbert. Back on the other end, Anae Atchison tries to finish at the rim. She can't get it to fall that time.
All right, this Falcons team, we have to control what we can control. We're getting good looks. Again, our defense is keeping us into the game, but we got to find a way to slow down, be poised, and score in transition.
Harrod to the basket easily, puts the Falcons, extends the lead 31-16, 1:12 to go. So Rihanna Hill re-entered the game. We're going to call a foul here. She was in, and of course she came in for Alyssa Isaac that time. So Rihanna Hill gets called with the foul there. First team foul for the Falcons. Just under a minute to go. Sidestep shot, no good by Colbert. Rebound by Reagan Carey. Carey backs it up to the left. And then just inside, short mid-range jump shot by Raquel Hunt. Doesn't go, but she'll go back to the free throw line.
It's a nice stop and pop there, initiating contact and traffic. She knocks down her first.
So Raquel Hunt knocks down number 1. Raquel Hunt now with 3 points. Soft touch on that backside. She could not get that one to fall that time. Rebound pulled down by the Lady Bobcats. Asia Carter on the right wing gives it up to Candace Brady, who shoots. Harrod gets the rebound. Harrod tries to throw it up, but the ball's going to be knocked out by the Lady Bobcats. Substitution into the game is Kyra Traylor. And coming out of the game right now is Candace Brady.
Star Spencer doing a great job playing the passing lanes there on that last possession.
Harrod loses her footing, then turns around, gets her footing back. And so now she'll go back to the free throw line, shooting a few, or they're going to call. Okay. Foul's going to be called against Colbert. So team foul number 6, Falcons with just 1. Harrod knocks down the first free throw. Harrod got 10 points. So substitutions now. So Reagan Carey is out. And Ann Weich has come into the game as well. So going to work right now. Ball in the corner. And Ann Weich going down fighting for this loose ball. It's going to be a jump ball situation. And it will be Lady Falcon ball. Nice job there by Ann Weich fighting for it.
Weich getting to work early, and this is something that we talked about. Some of these bench players coming into the game, being productive, making plays here.
22 seconds on the clock, and A drives down Main Street, has the ball stripped loose, but it will be Bobcat ball. So it'll be a turnover on Anae there. Anae's kind of like that was, well, the ball was knocked loose from her hand and off her leg, and it went out of bounds. 34-16.
All right, all smiles for Anae out there, but hasn't been the perfect start for her here tonight.
So Anae comes up with the steal. On the other end to Rihanna Hill, and she can't finish. Harrod gets it, put back, score it.
Good job cleaning the glass there, putting it back up for Brandy Harrod.
Harrod getting that. Harrod with 13 first half points. Spins it, shot, and she gets it to fall. Harrod with 14 first half points, 5 seconds on the clock.
The lead is 21.
And now gonna call turnover. Steps, traveling is the call. So 2.4 seconds to go. 37-16.
Got to get it in quick, get a shot up fast.
Anae running through traffic, does not get the shot off as time expires. But nonetheless, it's 37-16. Falcons up by 21. We'll be back with the Millwood and Richmond Foundation halftime report. That's coming up next. You're listening to Millwood Falcon Basketball, brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores.
Oklahoma City, we're live right now during the Millwood Falcons broadcast. And with today we have Mr. Milo Wilson. Mr. Wilson, how are you doing?
I'm great. And yourself, sir?
Give us that great title of yours representing Millwood in what capacity?
I am the Millwood and Richmond Foundation president. Also the Millwood Oklahoma City School Board vice president.
Wonderful. Well, right now I know you represent the Richmond Foundation, raising money. The goal is $25,000. Tell me, what is that $25,000 going to go towards?
I'm going to make you a promise. Each dollar that we raise will go towards our scholarships, towards our students, as well as our teacher needs.
Well, if they would like to make a donation of any kind, where should they go right now?
Right now, Cash App Millwood Enrich OKC. That is Millwood Enrich OKC, MILLWOOD ENRICH OKC.
Wonderful, and we look forward to seeing everyone reach that $25,000 goal. And you have a great day.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey, this right here is a fat butt. Everybody been hearing about it on the radio. You can come to my Millwood City location, 6003 Southeast 15, or you can go to my admin, 285 South Santa Fe. Come get you one of these taters.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Welcome to the Millwood and Richmond Foundation Halftime Report. The foundation is raising $25,000 to help take care of their teachers and scholarship for the Millwood students. Help make a positive difference by investing in Millwood Public Schools. You can make your contribution through Cash App right now. How do you do that? $ Millwood Enrich OKC. That's $ Enrich OKC. Want to make sure we thank all our other sponsors for tonight's contest tonight. Sunbeam Family Services, First Security Bank, A+ Lawn Services, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Funeral Home, David Threet's Hair Cafe Cosmetology School, Wing Supreme, Narissa Berry Insurance Agency, Love Student of the Month, Super Prep, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Maurice Prince, Jamin Dawson here. For those who are wondering, I said Coach Woods will be back for the playoffs, folks. He's just a little bit under the weather. We're hoping for him and praying for him for a speedy recovery. Go on, Coach Woods. Enjoy the game as you always do. Looking at the game tonight, from the perspective of the Lady Bobcats tonight, they are shooting in the first half total field goals, 6 of 13, 46%. 3 of 7 from 3, 43%. 3 of 6 from 2s, 50%. And from the free throw line, they are 1 of 3, 33%. Now, overall, the performance of Asia Carter in the first half, she has 6 points. I thought that was pretty impressive how she was able to get it, but they're going to need more from her if they're going to get themselves back in the game. The Falcons outscored the Bobcats in the second 23-8 to push that lead to 21 points and doing a tremendous job overall. That's what they've been able to accomplish. Taking a look at the Millwood stats, Jamin, what stands out to you the most?
Being 10 for 22 from twos. We're getting good looks here in transition, but we got to find some poise and control because this game could be, a lot more in the Millwood Falcons' hands. It's a 21-point lead now, but it could easily be 31 and higher. But just to capitalize on those shot selections, free throws, we've been very efficient, 17 for 20. 8 turnovers, about the average, but we got 10 steals. So we just got to lock in on defense and not give Star Spencer any life.
The only time that the game was really in question, it was in that first quarter. In the middle of it, there was just a notch down on the defensive intensity for the Falcons, and it allowed the Bobcat team, who is still fighting, still playing hard, still trying to make a difference in this game, still trying to make, trying to have an impact, trying to get a win. And then the Falcons turned it back up, and as you said, some of the shots they were missing started to fall. Then the lead started to swell really quick. In the first half here, Brandy Harrod had 14 points, Rihanna Hill with 6, and Nate Atchison with 8, Alyssa Isaac with 4, Reagan Carey with 2. And, when you start talking about Harrod, she does just more than just put points up. 14 points, 3 assists, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals and 1 block. I mean, that's a Harrod line. Okay.
Right, she's getting the break going. She's finding open teammates, getting everybody involved. All-around performance from D1 Brandy.
D1 Brandy, she is. And, again, she's able to play at such a high level because of the way her teammates look for her, the way that everybody shares the ball. Anybody can have an opportunity to get in the game. And, again, this is a Bobcat team that is looking for a signature win, and they got 2 chances to get it in the regular season that's left. As far as playoff contention go, I don't know how the Bobcats rate. I have not been tracking them like that. But what I will say here is every game matters now because this is the last few games of the year. These are district games, and they've got to compete and play at a high level. They got tonight, and then again, they have one more game against Douglas tomorrow and tomorrow afternoon. And that's a game that they're going to play significantly better in because Douglas took care of them last time, and the Falcons are on their way to handling them the way they are playing right now. So it's one of those type of things where you want to start those good habits if you're the Falcons and maintain it. This is the last game of the regular season for the Falcons. They won't play again until next Saturday right here at the Wood, and we'll find out who that competition will be a little bit later on. But right now, back to live action as we start the third. Maurice Prince and Jamin Dawson on the call. A 3-point shot. And they're going to call a technical foul.
Well, she let Reagan Carey hear about it very early, and she's getting teed up.
So Asia Carter knocks down the 3. And then Reagan Carey She wanted to do a little bit of talking at the end. And Carey not afraid to talk. So Carter knocks down the technical foul, but shouldn't. Okay, so knocks the free throw down is Carter. Reagan Carey misses her first free throw from the technical, and then gets the second one. So a little bit of intensity right now. And again,
not opposed to seeing some energy out here.
Oh, no, I mean,
half.
this is basketball. This is what you expect. I mean, this is Star Spencer versus Millwood, man. This is not, you know, this is not Edmond versus Oklahoma City. I mean, this is something different here. Shot is no good. Rebound pulled down by the Bobcats. Going back to work, Asia Carter misses that basket.
Good defense there by Reagan Carey.
To the corner, and they're going to catch Anae for steps. Anae wanted it in her shooting pocket, but she was not in motion until she got loose. Going to turn the ball over, but 38-20, 18-point lead right now.
I mean, those are some of the things you want to see them tighten up on. As we mentioned, missed opportunities and fast break. And there we go, we get called for a travel.
And they're going to call a foul on Brandy Harrod for contact there. So team foul number 2 for the Falcons. Asia Carter now has 10 points in the game. Ball to the corner to Colbert. Back up top to Asia Carter. Falcons look like they're sitting in a 2-3 now. Working the ball around to the right wing. Colbert cuts it inside. Nice open jump shot, falls down for
Kira Traylor.
Kira Traylor there.
Nice spot up midi there. Take the shot when it's open. Get the ball inside to Carey early.
And Carey's going to drop it in there.
Get that lucky bounce.
Again, Reagan Carey is one of those spark plug type athletes that once she gets checked or you pop her in the chin, she's going to get fired up.
Right, it got a little chippy there, and it's nice to see her coming out swinging in this second half. Going to the rack strong.
Carey misses the free throw there. Rebound goes out of bounds. And expect Carey, I'm going to say this now, Carey's going to finish this game with at least 10 points. She's just that type of player. If you knock down in a boxing match, you're going to get her. She's going to get you.
Hot take there as Brandy Harrod comes up with that steal, lays it up quick.
Harrod doesn't get it to fall that time. Ball's going to end up in the hands of Asia Carter and the Bobcats. Now going to work, Colbert steps up and down a nice long jump shot.
Nice sidestep there, being ready to shoot there.
Colbert has 5 points on it. Carey inside wants to hit the spin move, but Colbert steals it. On the other end, Asia Carter steps into a 3, back rims that shot. Rebound by Candace. Going to swing it over to Colbert, back up top to Carter. Raquel Hunt goes for it, throws it back in. What an effort by Raquel Hunt.
Possession started off so casual and begins to pick up as Asia Carter crosses half court.
Then on the other end, Asia Carter can't get it to fall on the jump shot. Rebound.
Pop there. Rihanna Hill's open. She steps inside for a mid-range jumper. That's off.
So mid-range jumper by Rihanna Hill doesn't fall. Anae gets it, and then somehow the Bobcats are going to end up with a steal again.
Yep, Colbert being a real pesky defender there in the paint, prying that ball loose.
Yeah, the best way to describe Colbert's game, and this is not a negative, it's just sneaky. Colbert steps in the lane, draws a contact, and Reagan Carey is going to be called for the foul, team foul number 3. Reagan Carey's second foul on the night.
Colbert pretty effective there with that side step. She elevates quick in that jump shot.
Okay, so that foul was not on Reagan Carey. They're saying that foul was on. They're saying that foul. Well, okay, we're going to leave it where it is. I think it's on. They said Reagan Carey. I think it's just a substitution out. So Colbert turns and fires on the inside, and there goes Colbert going to work again. Colbert scores at 7 points for Colbert now.
Back to the basket, quick spin on Brandy Harrod. Anae Atchison loses the ball coming down court.
Going the other way, Carter's going to foul, and Candace Brady wasn't really quite expecting it.
At all.
Timeout being called here, full timeout. Dava Albert has some things going on. She does not like what she's seeing. She's going to take an A-plus lawn services timeout, which is not a bad thing to do. You know why? Because I can talk to you about Smurf turf. Why? You need that green stuff, that blue stuff on your lawn so you can get the green stuff in April. That's how you're going to do it. Let Milo and his staff take care of you. 405-535-5139. That's 405-535-5139. Call for your appointment today. Timeout on the floor right now, Jamin. And this game is chippy, then it's not. The intensity is up, then it's not. It's kind of hard to get a game get a gauge on this game with all the ebbs and flows. The Falcons are still in complete control, still with a 14-point lead. But the thing about it is, the more the Falcons let down, the more the Bobcats keep hanging around.
Right, and that's the key in this game here, and being so late in the regular season, playoffs coming next week, they definitely have to clean up on some of these mishaps here.
You want to end the regular season playing your best ball and extend your streak. Harad's shot is no good. Imani Atchison, who's in the game, Anae turns and fires short jump shot, can't fall, or does not fall that time.
Asia Carter across the court past the Colbert. She loses it.
So now
and the ball is still live. Brandy Harrod.
Harrod coming up with the steal that time. Harrod, is she going to lose it? No, Raquel Hunt's going to end up getting it and scoring the basket.
Right, and I think Brandy loses it there because she was trying to get it to Raquel Hunt.
Well, somehow, some way it did. She just won't get called, get the assist for that. Swing pass, Raquel Hunt with the steal. On the other end, Raquel Hunt hits the Jets, tries to finish with the left hand. Ball's going to get knocked out of the hands of Brandy Harrod. And Harrod does not like the call, but she walks away from it.
And the intensity by the Falcons is the key to this game. If the Falcons don't let up and continue to put their foot on the gas, Star Spencer will have no life in this game.
So the foul's going to come now against number 4, Raquel Hunt. So to the free throw line now, number 12, Kira Traylor. She knocks down her first free throw. Alyssa Isaac comes in the game for Hunt. .355 to go, 42-27. Traylor doesn't hit a whole lot of iron on that one. So now, Anae Atchison comes up, taking her time across the timeline at 3:47 to go. Ball on the right wing. Isaac going to end up stepping on the end line there for a turnover.
Right, looking to dump the ball down low to Brandy Harrod, and unfortunately stepping out of bounds there.
Going to swing the ball to Traylor. Traylor back to Colbert. Colbert spinning in the lane, has her shot blocked by Imani Atchison. Traylor back over to Candace Brady. Colbert, bounce pass inside to Traylor. Traylor throws it up in the glass, throws it up and scores the basket.
Good defense there by Alyssa Isaac, but better offense there by Kira Traylor.
42-29, 3:10 to go. Across the timeline comes Anae Atchison. Fires it to the right wing. Contact. So foul's going to be called again, this time against Kendall Rowland. So the Falcons inbound it. Anae Atchison comes in with the runner, misses her shot, somehow gets her own rebound, and then inside she goes, and that was Imani. Imani, who ends up scoring the basket that time.
Dumping it off to her sister, showing her a little love.
Contact again coming from Harrod. Harrod asking questions in her mind about the position of how this all plays out. But the Falcons have had 5 fouls now And they put Asia Carter on the free throw line. Carter knocks it down. So 11 points.
Not the best sign here for the Falcons with 2 minutes and 42 seconds left here in this third quarter.
So another shot knocked down by 44-31, 2:37 to go. On the other end, contact. Alyssa Isaac looks like she's going to be all right. Took a shot.
All right, and they put quite a heat on that ball, trying to get it down low, zipping it through the entire defense.
So team foul number 4 coming from the Bobcats. First foul, first free throw shot. 5-4 in terms of foul count right now. 2:36.
And we've got some chirping here in between coaches here, Mo.
So now going to work. Alyssa Isaac knocks down her free throw. So is it 45 or 46? Got to make sure we get that right. Shot is up, and the shot looks like it was an air ball shot there by Asia Carter.
And it looks like we've got 45, Mo.
Back to work. Colbert's going to get called for steps. She caught the ball and then moved her pivot foot. It's a turnover.
A little happy feet there trying to initiate the offense.
So 45-31. Going to work. Harrod from the elbow. Harrod's jump shot is good.
Great job by Millwood spacing the floor there.
47-31 now for Harrod. 16 points. Inside goes Candace Brady. She can't get that shot to fall that time. Rebound coming up by the Falcons. Up to Harrod. Alyssa Isaac stops for the rebound. Can't get it to fall that time. Rebound pulled down by Rowland. Colbert. So now going to work. 47-31 is the score. Will be Falcon basketball. 1:41 to go in the third, 47-31. Tonight's game being brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. Asia Carter trying to get some space to operate on Harrod. Colbert inside the lane and draws contact on Imani Atchison. Imani's, they're going to call offensive foul.
Right, we saw the same thing, Mo. Different result.
Yeah,
in favor of the Falcons.
I can see that. So both teams with 5 fouls apiece. 90 seconds to go in the third. Bounce pass over. Trying to find something to do. Step back 3-point shot from Rihanna Hill. Can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled down by the Bobcats. Colbert across the timeline.
Good on-ball defense there by Imani Atchison.
Harrod with the steal. To the basket, and Harrod can't finish. So Asia Carter, 5-on-4. Carter goes to the lane. And they're going to call contact on the ground.
I think Brandy Harrod was trying to dunk there.
I think she tried to because Coach Albert started laughing.
Don't blame her there. She had the time.
So Rihanna Hill called with the foul there. So Asia Carter at the line now. Carter knocks down a free throw. She's up to 13 points on the night. 15-point advantage for the Falcons. Now down to 14. As Carter knocks down her 14th point. Under a minute to go. Ane across the timeline. Steady dribble from Ane. Right near half court.
Spencer playing man defense.
Ane still dribbling with Candace covering her. Candace Brady. Ane to the corner. Harad launches a three, and Harad sees string music on that one. Nice assist.
Nice job there being patient on offense by the Falcons, finding the open shooter, Brandy Harad, in the corner.
So he put it in her pocket, and she knew what to do with it. Harad with 19 points. Candace Colbert drives inside, cannot get that one to fall. Rebound, as Harad ends up slipping. Ball in the hands of Alyssa Isaac to Anae Atchison, who's fouled by Colbert on the other end.
Great recovery. Alyssa Isaac getting the ball, dumping it down to open Anae in the high post. She puts that up. She's headed to the charity stripe.
So now going to work right now. So Candace Brady comes out of the game right now, or returning to the game. 8.4 seconds to go. Anae knocks down the free throw. Anae with 9 points. 51-33. Anae knocks down free throw number 2, 52-33. 6 seconds on the clock. And Asia across the timeline. 1 second on the clock, and Harad swaps it as time expires.
Right, she's having none of that. And as we know, Asia Carter, she likes to shoot that three, and she spots it up there with limited time left, and Brandy's having none of that.
Falcons push their lead all the way back up to 19 points. Time for a First Security Bank quarter recap. Brought to you by First Security Bank, an African-American owned bank that can help you make your dream a reality of becoming a homeowner or a business owner. You can call them for more information, 405-424-4341. Jamin, your thoughts on the third quarter as the Falcons were actually outscored by the Bobcats 17-15.
Right, they're being more aggressive, though, getting to the free throw line. Intensity is still there on defense, but you have to be better, again, with defense perimeter, specifically on Star Spencer, as Asia Carter is definitely their focal leader scoring-wise on this team.
So as we get ready for the fourth, we were talking about setting the tone early. The Falcons did do that. Pressure on the ball, they've used that to expand and always extend their lead.
Right.
And then finally rebound. Well, looking at the rebound battle right now, the Falcons have 16 team rebounds to Star Spencer's 13. So it's been kind of a way that Star has been able to stay in the game because the Falcons have left that open. But the ball pressure that the Falcons have been able to establish has really been the difference in the game. And as long as they keep their defense intensity high, everything goes well.
Right, forcing Star Spencer into a lot of turnovers. And another thing to note as well, I talked about some of these young players getting involved in this game. Alyssa Isaac has had quite a bit of time here in this game.
All right, turnover, Candace Brady. Brandy Harad thought she got it, and they're going to score the basket on Colbert. Harad on the other end getting loose as Harad has now gone for a 20-piece now.
It's a great job staying alert. She almost makes it look easy, getting the tip and putting it right back up, no hesitation. It's easily fouled and sent to the free throw line for the and one.
So Colbert has officially fouled out of the game. So 54-33. Since Colbert's fouled out, they've got a amount of time on the clock. So into the game is Kira Traylor. So Harad now goes to the free throw line to complete her three-point play attempt. So here we go. Harad with 21 points on the night. Harad misses the free throw.
Expect for the production to drop as Colbert exits the game. She's been a force to be reckoned with in the paint.
So Harad again is going to come up with a beautiful steal. And then Harad goes to the basket and scores again.
Great defense, taking what the offense gives you, playing clean defense and getting that steal to go.
She got the steal and the deal, folks. 56-33. Asia Carter wheels and deals into the lane. Shot off the glass. She can't get it to fall. Reagan Carey, who's back in the game now, gets the rebound.
Raquel Hunt easily gets that right-hand layup to go.
So Raquel Hunt, who's back in the game as well, scores it. 58-33 now. Ball in the hands of Kanaya Brown. Brown turns around, elbow jump shot, no good. Ball off Reagan Carey. Nice job there by Candace Brady being aggressive. So substitutions are coming into the game. As returning to the game for the Bobcats is Taisha Walker. Now Reagan Carey and Brandy Harrod come out of the game. Imani and Alyssa return to the game. Asia Carter kicks it back out to Kendall Rowland. Rowland on the right wing, unloads it. Over to Walker. Walker into the lane. Can't get the shot to go. Ball knocked out of bounds.
Isaac overplayed her a little bit, but Raquel Hunt is down low to get that block.
Falcons lead by 25 right now. Ball in the hands of Carter. 6:37 to go. Too much pepper on that pass.
As you talked about, ball pressure. Imani Atchison doing a great job forcing Asia Carter into a bad pass.
So an A across the timeline now, 6.5 to go. Kanaya Brown waiting on her. An A. Ball skills to the lane. Back rim shot no good.
Raquel Hunt keeping it alive. Tipping it to Imani and back to Anae. She gets it back.
Rihanna Hill in the corner. Fires a three and knocks it down.
And our player of the previous game, she likes playing off ball, camping in that corner. She's proved to be good from three, and she cashes in.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing going into the playoffs next week with a hot Rihanna Hill. She does a great job of going ahead to move the ball. She does a great job of finding her spot, and if she can get into that zone, that's only going to be more. I don't know. It's more things for Harrod to play with.
Right.
The reason why I say Harrod to play with because now she can work it in the lane, work it around, and now find Rihanna Hill in certain spots on the floor and have confidence that she's going to knock it down.
Right. Confidence is the biggest thing. It's grown for her as her role has opened up more for this team. She's going to play off very well in the playoffs here with Brandy Harrod being the focal point that opponents want to attack.
61-33 is the score, 5:53 to go. And as far as everybody wants to know, because everybody always wants to know, what has Harrod got tonight? Harrod has got 23 points, 7 rebounds, 6 steals, 2 blocks, shooting 50% from the floor and 83% from the free throw line. What you going to do with that?
Could you ask for more from Coach Albert?
I think that's a healthy line.
Great heads-up play. Imani Atchison knocking that right out of bounds.
Imani forces the turnover on Asia Carter, knocks the inbound pass down. So, again, everybody's doing a good job of trying to keep their little comments to themselves now. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. Alyssa Isaac could not handle that one that time. 61-33, 5:45 to go.
Right,
across the timeline now.
There.
Kanaya Brown to the left wing. Ball's going to be deflected, but Asia Carter gets it. Swings it back down to Candace Brady, who cannot score.
3-on-1 here.
Rihanna Hill.
Asia Carter gets the steal.
Comes up with the steal. And Asia Carter goes coast to coast. She can't score this time.
Just too much off the glass there. Walker tried to dump it down to Asia Carter, and she's fouled.
So she's going to get fouled this time by Imani Atchison. Team foul number 1. To the corner. 3-point shot attempt by Walker is no good. And Walker almost gets it. Raquel Hunt ends up with the ball. Hunt pulls up for 3. Shot no good. Rebound by Rihanna Hill, who throws it back out. And this time, Candace Brady has it, and she pulls it back and holds up the action. Over to Asia Carter, and Rihanna Hill's going to get her hand in the cookie jar, be called for the foul that time.
Right, coming right from behind her. She gets on her hip, tries to tip it. A little too physical for the ref's liking.
So substitutions coming into the game now. Ann Weich, Neve Mazzette for Imani Atchison and Raquel Hunt. Okay, Alyssa Isaac also comes out of the game because Brandy Harrod returns. Ball to the left wing. Three-point shot is beautifully shot by Samaya McCoy. Comes off the bench cold and knocks one down. Jamin.
All right, does a nice job. She hasn't seen very minutes there, but great job being open and being ready to shoot.
So now Harrod now has it. Walker covering her. Rihanna Hill pulls in. Sidestep jump shot, no good. Harrod gets the rebound and puts it back in.
All right, Rihanna Hill does a nice job. Smooth maneuvering through traffic. Doesn't get the shot to go, but who else cleans it up but Brandy?
Harrod with a quarter of a century in the scorebook right now. Walker's runner is no good.
Marzette tries to come down with the rebound.
But it belongs to the Bobcats this time. On the other end, McCoy shoots it. She can't get it to fall that time. Marzette gets the rebound. Harrod backs it out with 3:44 to go. Rihanna Hill on the left wing. Rihanna Hill drives in the lane, tries to get it down to Weich, and Weich is going to get called for steps there. 63-36, 3:36 to go. Too much pepper on that pass there. As Kanaya Brown tried to get it to the left wing. And it looks like it will remain, or it will become Falcon basketball.
All right, as we talked about, Star Spencer, they have a back-to-back tomorrow. You're starting to see some fatigue here from the Lady Bobcats.
So Anae Atchison across the timeline now. Anae.
An arsenal of dribble moves as she recovers the ball.
Rihanna Hill pulls up from the short corner, and her shot's true. Rihanna Hill, back-to-back games in double-digit scoring. She's got 11 on the afternoon now. Walker to the basket. Walker's going to get fouled that time by Mazzette. Team foul number 3. Walker's going to go to the free throw line shooting 2.
The Falcons' lead is at 29 points with 3 minutes and 3 seconds left in the game.
So Walker at the free throw line now. 65-36. Front rims that first one. They get another. Back rims that second one. That rebound.
Marzette comes down with it, and she's attacked by
It's going to create a jump ball situation, and it will remain.
As soon as she came down with it, it was a pack of Bobcats surrounding her. I counted 4.
So Harrod comes out, Reagan Carey comes in. So now to work. Bobcats are going to inbound the ball. Asia Carter saw Reagan Carey and took it right at her.
She had to shoot the gap. She saw Asia Carter take off, and they're looking for Asia Carter on that inbound almost every time.
Yeah, they kind of are. Reagan Carey in the game. Picks up foul number 3. As Carter knocks down a free throw. So 15 points now tonight for Asia Carter with under 3 minutes to go. Back rims the second one. Rebound pulled down by Brown. Turn around and get the jump shot in. And shooting the ball is Amari Hill.
Anae Atchison speeds down the fast break, and Marzette gets on the board with the left-hand leg.
Nice job and nice assist by Anae Atchison. She's also in double digits tonight. And contact going to put her in the blender.
All right, Anae Atchison on the ball. Reagan Carey sees it.
So Reagan
goes
Carey
for the ball.
Reagan Carey just picked up foul number 4. Is going to put Kanaya Brown at the free throw line. Shooting 2. Brown knocks down the first one. Lead at 27. She knocks down that one. Lead at 26 now. Falcons on top. And they're going to throw it away. Reagan Carey does, and Asia Carter's going to get it. And Carter can't get it to score that time.
She turns it over, but she comes down with the rebound, storming down court.
Reagan Carey goes to the basket strong and scores. You kind of knew that was going to happen. She knew Asia Carter was trailing. She went all the way, coast to coast.
You called it. Beginning of the second half got a little scrappy, and her intensity has been sky high here in the second half. Brown is no good on the putback. Ane on that outlet pass, it's out of bounds.
61-49, 2:05 to go. Reagan Carey covering Asia Carter. Brown, short jump shot, rebound by Mazzette.
Mazzette gets it to White. Over to Rihanna Hill, who loses the ball. Pass is a little leading out of bounds there as the Falcons turn it over.
1:52 to go. So now into the game is Trinity Sosanya, the freshman, as Reagan Carey comes out. Brown.
Good on-ball defense by Ane Atchison.
Carter threw a streamline, a pass on a string down low, and Amari Hill could not maintain it. She could not hold on to it. It's a beautiful pass. 69-41. Across the timeline goes Ane. 1:33 to go. Brown
comes up to foul.
Brown fouls. So Brown fouls Ane Atchison. 1:28 to go. Ane inside, pulls up from the free throw line, and the jumper by Ane as the Falcons push the lead up to 30.
Such a well-rounded mid-range game, being able to create shots and being efficient from that 15 and in.
Gotten the ball now, up to Rihanna Hill. Rihanna Hill.
2-on-1.
Contact. So Rihanna Hill goes to the basket strong and draws contact from Amari Hill. Team foul. So team foul number 3.
Rihanna Hill's getting up slow.
Hill with 11 points. Shot is pure for Hill. Hill now with 12 points on the night. Second shot by Hill is pure.
And the lead is now at 32. Just under a minute left in the game.
Asia Carter drives in, throws it up high off the glass. She can't get it to fall this time. Rebound by Kanaya Brown. Carter looking for a screen. Carter unloads it to Brown. Brown going to be stripped or nearly stripped. It's going to be a scramble for the ball. Rihanna Hill has it, throws it up, and Ane Atchison ends up with it.
2-on-1.
Rihanna Hill. Ane tries to hit her with the stutter step and can't get the fall, but Ane was trying to get the ball in the hands and to the basket and scoring the and one. And what a job there by DeVay Mazzette, who brings the crowd to a frenzy with all that emotion. David Albert can't do nothing but smile on that one.
I mean, it ignites the gym here, and don't you love to see it? We talked about some of the reserves coming in to get key minutes, and DeVay Mazzette taking full advantage there for the and one.
Mazzette takes her time at the free throw line. DeVay with 4 points in the book tonight. High off the glass, and the bank is open for DeVay Mazzette. 24 seconds to go. Bounce pass over to Walker. It's going to be stolen by Ane Atchison. Ane, 16 seconds on the clock. Stutter step dribble, and then unfortunately she loses it. Ane smiles.
As the Falcons and everyone in this gym knows the fate of this matchup.
76-41. Walker trying to hold the clock over to Asia Carter. She crosses the timeline with 10 seconds on the clock. Star Spencer's going to fall to 4-12 on the season as Asia Carter fires a deep three-point shot as time expires tonight. The Falcons will improve to 12-11 on the season, pushing the win streak to 6 games. In a moment, we're going to talk to the player of the game. Going to have her come to pick up the headset here. Can be no one else other than Brandy Harrod, right?
I would not disagree with you, Mo, not a bit. Another stellar performance by the leader of this Lady Falcons team.
Yeah, Harrod, we're going to have her come to the scorer's table after she has a chance to talk to the rest of the team here. Can't wait to hear what Harrod has to say tonight about the team tonight. As D1 Brandy steps on up. How you doing tonight, Brandy Harrod?
I'm good.
That's good, that's good. Brandy, talk about the game tonight. What did you think of your team's performance tonight?
We did really good, other than what we started off. We started off really bad, but we came out and played how we were supposed to be playing.
So is this team really going to go as far as the defense takes them, in your opinion?
Yes, defense wins championships, definitely.
Okay. Now, as you've seen some of the other bench players get into the game tonight, talk to me about that explosion of energy, seeing Neve Mazette just go off like that.
Because the other game, she got an N1, she was lit, so we had to get lit for her again.
All right, that's no doubt.
Yeah.
Now, Brandy, your game you've always found different ways to fill the stat sheet up, rebounding, blocking shots, doing it. Talk to us a little bit about how fun the game is for you now that you have players who now are very confident. I mean, the team around you, from Anae, spark plug as I call her. Then we've got, of course, Rihanna Hill getting into her zone now. But then you got the freshman Reagan Carey, who got a little bit of nasty in her. Raquel, who's kind of like the road runner, will do anything that's required for this team. And I just want to talk about what your feelings about the way the team has grown.
It's grown really well because I don't have to do everything now. I got other people to go out there and play the game like I've been playing my game.
Does it allow you to pick and choose your moments now where you really want to push? Is that something that you've been wanting to do, or how does that feel out there on the floor?
Yeah, I've been able to pass the ball. They've been able to make their shots, so I've had to do everything.
Now, Brandon, you always draw the attention of all the team, and it always gets a little bit of talking, a little bit of chirping going on. How do you block that out and get focused for the game?
Just listen to my music, listen to my coaches and my teammates.
All right.
Listen to that outside noise.
You guys are on the districts. What will Coach Albert say to you guys tonight?
Just keep on going how we've been going. We're going on a streak right now, so we should be good.
6 games. How does it feel to be on a 6-game win?
Amazing.
Brandy, congratulations to you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Brandy Harrod, our player of the game, 25 points tonight. She also finished tonight with 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 steals, and 2 blocks. The girl is good, man.
I mean, what a decorated stat line there. As you and Coach call her D1 Brandy, I wouldn't call her anything different, as she's proven that she's very capable to dominate and do great things at the next level.
Did you see how calm and how confident she was in regards to how the team basically responds and how she's able to free flow? I mean, what did you find most interesting about what she said?
I mean, there's great poise, very impressive. A lot of maturity there for Brandy Harrod. This team is sprinkled with some maturity and a lot of young players trying to get in the mix and find their roles on this team. But players are getting more confident, and the confidence has grown as they've continued to stack wins, as the streak is now at 6.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here as they're going to start announcing the seniors on the middle of the floor for those who are watching on PPBC TV. We're going to show you as the seniors come out on the middle of the floor right now during this intermission right now before the boys game starts. Here we go.
Our first senior for this evening is none other than Anae Atchison. Walking out with is her mother, Micah, little sister Imani, Grandma Verda, and Grandma Connie. Y'all give it up for Anae. Our give it up for Adrian Anderson Nelson. Our next senior is no other than Solomon Davis. He's walking out with Z, his younger brother Adrian, and his mom Duke, Miss Shay. God, give it up for Solomon Davis. Our next senior is no other than Ashaya Drake. And she's being escorted by her cheer sister, her little brothers, and Miss Latoya High. Y'all give it up for her. Y'all give it up. Our next senior is no other than Christopher Harrison Jr. Walking out with Chris is his mother, Chris, his dad, Chris Sr., and his older sister, Jaquise. Y'all give it up for Christopher Harrison Jr. Y'all can do better than that. Y'all show some love. Up next is Rihanna Hill. Walking out with Rihanna is her dad, Ellie, her mom, Ruby, her stepdad, Clyde, her sister, Raven, and her boyfriend, Jaden. Y'all give it up. It's Black History Month. Y'all supposed to be going better than this. Come on. Up next, my brother, Zion Williams. Walking out with Zion is his mom, Latrice Johnson, and his little brother, Cody. Y'all give it up for him one good time. Up next, we got the giant, Dominique White. Y'all give it up for him. He's being escorted by his village. I don't want to leave nobody out, so I'm just going to say I'll give it up for him and his village. Up next, we have Madison Angel. Our next singer is no other than Mackenzie Staffley. Up next, we have the Mackenzie Bragg. Ladies and gentlemen, our next senior is no other than Jeremy Allen. Jada Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, it takes a lot to get to this level. It takes 4 years of high school to get to this level. I need y'all to give y'all class of 2024 another round of applause. Don't forget, Black History Month program will be February 27th.
Maurice Prince and Jamin Dawson here at intermission as the seniors were acknowledged. We're going to end up taking a break with Jamin, taking a look at the final numbers here as Millwood announced their seniors in cheer, basketball, boys and girls, and all winter sports, if you will. Big moment for these families and these opportunities for these seniors to get a little bit of love here in front of a nice packed crowd tonight here at the Millwood Fieldhouse.
I mean, right, this is what these students look forward to. They work hard during their full duration of their careers, and it's nice to be granted and shown some of this love back by the Millwood faithful.
No doubt about it. So as we get to that, so what was your final take on the stats of our first game tonight?
The Millwood Falcons, they came out and they dominated as we planned them to do. It took a while, as we mentioned, in that first half, middle of it. A lot of ups and downs, ebbs and flows, if you will, but they got a hold of those turnovers and they applied the pressure. And this team is going to go as far as their defense allows them to go, and it immediately translates into offense. You got players growing in their confidence and in their roles and being better shot makers. So this is exactly what you want to see from the Falcons in their regular season finale here at home, is these seniors are being honored and spreading the love amongst their friends, family, and loved ones.
Right. And Millwood winning by the score of 76-41. We're on a beautiful senior night. We're going to get you ready for the boys' game. We're going to take a quick break here and get you ready. But tonight's game is, of course, being sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. Also want to thank the rest of our sponsors, Sunbeam Family Services, the Millwood and Richmond Foundation, First Security Bank, A-Plus Lawn Services, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Funeral Home, David Threet's Hair Cafe Cosmetology School, Wing Supreme, Narissa Berry Insurance Agency, Love Student of the Month, Super Prep and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company are Big O's Pork and Dreams, Super Prep Player of the Game tonight, Brandy Harrod, D1, B-Rod Brandy, 25 points tonight. And if Coach Albert had left her in the game, it would have been a lot more than that overall. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back in just a minute, get you set for the boys' game in just a few. You're listening to Millwood Falcon broadcast of basketball, varsity girls and boys, brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. in front of a packed house here at the Millwood Fieldhouse. The boys' game is about to start jumping off, folks. I hope you're ready for it. Millwood basketball being brought to you by SSM Health of St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. Maurice Prince and Jamin Dawson set to bring you the boys' action tonight. Tuesday night, the Falcons fell to OCS 61-72. They had a tough night defensively. They allowed OCS to get to the free throw lines over 30 times on Monday. They played bully ball in the post using Luke Gray as a gavel to hammer and nail the Falcons inside. The Falcons fell, so they have a one-game losing streak. They are 5-5 in their last 10 games. That's 8 consecutive games this Falcon boys team has been won or without some or all of these guys. Zon Williams, Isaiah Wilkes, Chance Davis, and Zaire Fisher. Without that, you've had to turn to new guys in leadership positions like Amari Barrett. Speaking to Coach Dorian Williams shortly before the game, Jamin, Dorian Williams had said that it has been a blessing and a curse because having those guys out at certain stretches has allowed other guys to step up, but it's broken down their defensive continuity.
Right. I mean, we've seen a lot of young players having to step up. Donovan Knight, Isaiah Wilson, we've seen specifically the past 2 games. Christopher Clay and Braylon Bradshaw, the freshman, manning down low. But you're getting Chance Davis back, and you want to get this team back into the flow that it was in the beginning of the season. You're going to get Zaire Fisher back next week, and you want to see some of these starters get back out here and get substantial minutes to get the defense back to where it should be.
And that's exactly what you really, really want to see happen. The Falcons are 13-8 on the season, ranked number 5 in Class 3A. So tonight they're taking on basically a chess master wizard on the Star Sensor Bobcat sideline. That's Chris Cudjoe. Anytime you mention Cudjoe when it comes to basketball in Oklahoma, you don't have to go too far to a school to find one. And Cudjoe is a part of the 3-brother tandem. One's at John Marshall, the other one's at Classen SAS, and the other one is here at Star Spencer. His philosophy on team is to be aggressive, take smart shots, and he's going to make the Falcons work for it tonight to try and get the win. His team is 6-11 this year, averaging about 57 points per game, giving up 57 points a game. So that tells you the margin of error for this team has been difficult for them to overcome in many stretches. However, they did beat Harding Fine Arts last week by 8 points, 52-44. The last loss was against Cudjoe's brother, Kendall Cudjoe, over at Classen SAS, where they lost 43-55 in that game. So as they come into tonight, here are the keys to the game. Sponsored by Super Prep. Super Prep, the premier sporting outlet featuring the very best in high school and college student athletes in the city, state, and nation. Super Prep can be found on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and social media at Super Prep. Hey, get back to defense is point number 1. Number 2, free throws. And number 3, finally, no cheap fouls. And, last week, on Tuesday, it feels like last week, this team had a chance. They were supposed to be fronting Luke Gray and then playing behind Luke Gray. They did neither and got caught up in that situation. So tonight, which one of those points are you most interested to see?
I want to look at all 3 of them. I mean, you want to see the Falcons be more aggressive in the paint. You don't have the big force to be reckoned with Luke Gray. It forced them to take a lot of threes as they were 2 of 11 from 3. So look for them to elect to pound the paint and not the cheap fouls. I mean, committed 11 first-half fouls primarily, again, for Luke Gray, but just look to clean up those things, fundamental things.
Now, when I said that, a lot of folks were looking at me when I said, hey, you got one or more of these guys out. When you're missing basically almost a starting lineup, which is also that amounts to probably 40 to 45% of your offense, almost 50% of your production from that department, any of that requires a whole lot of adjustment. So it takes a minute for those guys to get up to speed. But now that the playoffs are here, you only have one way to go about this, and that is to get back to who you are. Dorian Williams hangs his hat on defense. Tonight, I'm not saying we must see it, but I'm saying we need to see it.
Right, we need to see it, and we need to see it early. One of the things for this Millwood Falcons team is they haven't really got a start that they've really desired, but with the defensive intensity that we know that they can produce, they need to do that very early here to get this game going in their favor.
So right now, Kaleon Johnson We're going to give you the starting lineups tonight, sponsored by Narissa Berry Insurance. She would like to help you get your best insurance coverage for the right price for your home, auto, and life. Let her help you protect what's most important to you. Learn more by calling 405-547-0595. So as they are announcing the starting lineups for the Star Spencer Bobcats, it's Makai Gilliam, Kaleon Johnson, Christopher Albertson, Corleone Anderson, and Derwin Loggins are your starters for the Bobcats. Now it's time for the starting lineup for your Falcons tonight.
Time for your Falcons starting lineup on 2024 senior night. I said 2024 senior night.
So going to work. So Solomon Davis getting his number called for the first time. It's been a couple of weeks since we've seen him in action. It's good to see him back in action tonight. So Dominic White getting the starting action tonight. So Zon Williams getting the start tonight. Dominic White, Adrian Anderson Nelson, number 2 Chris Harrison getting the start tonight as well. So, and Zon Williams, those are your starters for tonight. So Amari Barrett doesn't start tonight, so tonight we're going to get to see a new face in terms of Chris Harrison getting some action tonight as he goes into center court. So let's direct it down to center court. We're going to see Solomon Davis get back. And Solomon Davis is one of those players who is impactful in so many ways. He's so talented, Zon. You know, Jamin, when we start talking about what he can do with the offense, he's got range, he's got length. The only thing you have to ask when he's been so fired up to play is hopefully he doesn't get into foul trouble early tonight.
Right, that's been one of the problems I experienced watching Solomon Davis in the John Noble tournament. Haven't seen much of him since, so it's good to see him here getting the tip for senior night.
All right, so jumping up in center court is Derwin Loggins and Solomon Davis. Solomon Davis got his hands up, and he's ready to battle, and the ball bounces. Unfortunately, he takes it off the face, but nonetheless, the Falcons control. Here we go to action.
Take the win where you can, Mo.
Zon Williams has the ball. Zon looking for space, swings it to Solomon. Davis back to Zon. Zon standing at the top. No score tonight. Zon hands off to Chris Harrison. Back over to Zon.
Star Spencer showing a 1-2-2 zone.
Firing it back over. Zon looked at the three, backed it out. Falcons need to get into a set. And Solomon Davis fires a three, ricochets off. Dominic White comes up with the rebound.
Star Spencer trying to deny the Falcons out of the paint. White comes down with the rebound, kicks it out to Harrison, and he misses his first shot.
So Harrison shooting his first shot, wasn't able to get it to fall that time, but nonetheless it will be Falcon ball. So Harrison has it. Over to Zon. Zon on the left. Over to Davis. Davis fires one from the corner. Doesn't get the shooter's touch there, or shooter's roll, I should say. So Solomon 0 for 2 from deep. Rebound this time pulled down by the Bobcats. Go to work now. Here comes Makai Gilliam. Gilliam looking for space to operate. Kaleon Johnson with Zon stepping out on him. Screen. Kaleon looking for space to work. Ball in the hands now of Christopher Albertson. Three-point shot attempt. They can't get it to fall this time.
Falcons defense being effective there in man-to-man.
Zahn ends up with it. Gets the ball inside to Solomon Davis to the corner. Adrian Anderson Nelson for three. Doesn't get that one to fall. Falcons 0 for 3 shooting the three right now. Bobcats still have it.
We talked about the many ways Solomon Davis affects the game. There he is with spacing, getting the ball inside to him and finding the open shooter in the corner.
2-point shot, no good that time. Adrian Anderson Nelson picks up the rebound, and we got our first foul of the night. Foul's going to be called against number 20, Corleone Anderson. So now substitutions. Anderson comes out. And into the game now comes number 25, Cameron Brown. Zahn across the timeline now. Nelson, stutter steps, drives to the baseline, shot, no good. Rebound, Solomon Davis, too hard for him.
Good rebound there by Solomon Davis. She's going to come down with the bucket.
Kaleon Johnson going to swing it over now to the hands of Makai Gilliam. Gilliam gets it down low, working inside, shot high off the glass. He can't get it to fall that time. Shot atop by Loggins. He gets 2, look at it.
Harrison comes down with that rebound.
So Harrison comes down on the second shot. Zahn into the lane, and they're going to call him for travel.
Right, he tries to split between 2 defenders in traffic, and he gets called.
You can't go airborne, jump through 2, and then land and not have the ball in your hand. That won't work.
Right, he tried.
He tried to sell it. So now going to work now. Ball in the hands of Albertson. Cross court over to Loggins. Loggins.
Millwood stepping up on defense.
Falcons in man-to-man defense. Solomon Davis trying to, and contact down low, and Makai Gilliam couldn't get that one contact, but there was, the officials are letting him play right now. All that you ask for at a game like this is that it's called both ways on both ends of the floor. 5-16, we got more fouls than we have points at this point.
I mean, we talked about it. I mean, this is a rivalry. You feel the intensity, you feel the energy in the gym. It's going to be a scrappy game for sure.
Turn and fire shot, no good that time.
Solomon Davis comes down with the rebound.
Zahn over to the corner. Adrian Anderson Nelson swings it. Harrison fires up a 3. Back rim's no good on that one. Rebound, Bobcats.
Bounces
going to work.
Right out. We haven't seen much from Harrison, but he's showing some promise from range. Hasn't knocked one down yet, but he's a confident shooter.
Screening the ball, Gilliam. Gilliam over to Albertson. Albertson back to Gilliam. Gilliam up top. Too much on that one. Too much pepper on that pass.
Trying to force it to the shooter, Christopher Albertson.
4:35 to go. Ball in the hands now. Over to Adrian Anderson Nelson. Nelson has it on the left wing to Davis at the elbow. Davis swings it over. Harrison fires up another 3. He can't get it to fall this one. Can't buy a basket right now.
Right,
here come the Bobcats. And then Kaleon Johnson goes inside. He can't get it to fall. Rebound that time by Solomon Davis. Over to Dominic White. White pulls it back. Fires it over to Davis. Davis to Zahn.
And in pregame, we talked about taking less threes here, but with the addition of Chris Harrison, we seem to keep the same philosophy from last game. Coach Williams calls a timeout.
Yeah, he calls a 30-second timeout here. There has been, again, this is an unconventional lineup. You'll see spots like this during the course of the season at times, but you won't see it like this all the time, where you've got basically 2 of your big centers playing, and one is the 5, one is the 4. And what it's causing is a little bit of swing, pick and roll action above the circle. But when you're talking about setting that up, you have people who are not used to shooting in that spot. So right now, Harrison, if we want to look at his numbers right now, Harrison has had 3 shots, two of them from deep. He hasn't gotten either one of those to fall just yet. He's trying, not saying anything bad about it, but you got to get these guys a chance to get warmed up. That's a shot that you normally see Christopher Clay or Zahn taking in the offense. And Dorian Williams is staying true to let his seniors get the ball and have some action tonight to let them start the game.
And Adrian Anderson Nelson, the senior, he's spotted up for a couple threes. He's been proficient from 3 this year.
Yeah,
he's passed up a couple early.
But instead of playing the 4, he's playing the 3. And see, again, that's at different spots in the offense doesn't provide you the same looks and the same shots. Zahn over to Nelson. Inside to Davis. Davis gets too much pepper on that one, on that pass.
Dominic White on ball defense.
Kaleon Johnson, great ball skills. Gets it over to Albertson, who fires a 3. He can't get it to fall.
Nothing but errors. Dominic White comes down with the rebound.
Again, all these teams are shooting the 3. Somebody's got to break the seal on this game. And Zahn goes to the cup and scores the basket. Zahn said enough. I'm going to just take it right down Main Street and score it. Zahn Williams to the cup.
This is what you want to see. You want to see them get it to the cup. Your senior leader here, Zahn Williams, does what he does best, elects to go to the rim.
So Williams back at the free throw line. Zahn doesn't get the free throw to fall.
That's a nice job by Solomon
gets
Davis.
the rebound. And Davis gets it to fall.
They were about to go up for the rebound, but Solomon Davis spins off his defender, buying him an extra second to pull that rebound down.
Falcons up by 4. Team foul situation. Spencer has 2. Falcons have none. Zahn goes for the steal. Can't quite come up with it. 3:06 to go.
Something the Falcons have improved on the past couple weeks. Jump in those passing lanes, force some more turnovers. And Star Spencer calls a timeout.
So Star's calling a time now. He's going to call a 30-second timeout. It's an A-plus lawn services timeout. If you would like your lawn or business lawn to look full and healthy, then call the professionals at A-plus Lawn Services. Owner Milo Wilson and his staff will take great care of you. Just call for an appointment today, 405-535-5139. 405-535-5139. Want to make sure we thank all our sponsors for tonight's contest: Sunbeam Family Services, the Millwood and Richmond Foundation, First Security Bank, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Funeral Home, David Threet's Hair Cafe Cosmetology School, Wings Supreme, Narissa Berry Insurance Agency, Love Student of the Month, Super Prep, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. Back to live action now. Falcons pick up full court. Who's on the floor? Narissa Berry's Insurance. Same Falcons that started the game. Dominic White, Solomon Davis, Zahn Williams, Chris Harrison, and Adrian Anderson Nelson. Gilliam looking, going to kick it outside. 3-point shot falls.
Star Spencer hunting for that open shot, and they get the open 3 there by Cameron Brown.
Cameron Brown knocks it down. It's a 1-point game right now. And trying to throw it in the backcourt, and Kaleon Johnson can't come up with it. It's going to be a turnover.
Zahn Williams on the inbound.
So now Adrian Anderson Nelson has it. 4-3. Over to Zahn. Back over to Nelson. To the high post. Davis turns and fires. Back rim shot. No good. Rebound Bobcats.
All right, not bad
Kaleon
shot
Johnson
selection.
over to Brown.
Get it to fall.
To Gilliam on the left wing. Inside he goes. To the basket. Cutting to the basket. Can't get that shot to fall that time. It's Kaleon Anderson. Now Gilliam with the runner in the lane. Front rim's no good for Gilliam.
All right, effective crossover. Just all air on the shot. Ball goes out of bounds. Star Spencer retains possession.
So substitution into the game now is Gabrielle Butler coming out. Makai Gilliam right now, 1:55 to go. Ball on the left wing, cross court over to Butler. 3-point shot attempts off the back of the goal, no good there.
Albertson showing some frustration there.
Yeah, Albertson shot that one, and there was nothing good about that, and that's going to force him to take a seat. Coach Cudjoe did not like that shot selection. 1:44 to go. So now going to work. 3-point shot attempt by Adrian Anderson Nelson. He knocks down the 3.
That's what he does so well. I mean, good in transition, especially from that 3 ball. He knocks down his first.
Into the corner. 3-point shot, no good that time. Out on the other end, they get their own rebound, but the second missed shot is rebound by Zahn Williams. Zahn to the cup, finishes with the left hand.
Nice job finishing in traffic. He takes the shoulder bump there from Cameron Brown as he's running back on defense. Great job there.
9-3. Working the ball to the corner now. Kaleon Johnson, who has yet to shoot the ball. That's going to change. 3-point shot by Cameron Brown. He can't get it to fall that time. Rebound pulled down by Zahn. Zahn steps into the lane. Nelson steps into a 3 on the left wing. Shot no good there.
Not mad at that shot selection there, though.
Johnson across the timeline. Chris Harrison picking him up.
Solomon Davis playing defense on the perimeter.
Trying to work the ball on the box. Trying to work it around down low goes Gabriel Butler. Gives it up to number 20.
Fights for his own rebound. He
Corleone Anderson. Anderson misses it, but somehow, some way gets his own rebound. And back to work again. Kaleon Johnson with 11 seconds on the clock. 7 seconds. Dominic White stepping out on him, trying to get a screen. Johnson turns and fires a 3. Back rim's no good as time expires at the end of the first. Score 9-3. Falcons up by 6. Low scoring, tough fight game. And now more of the starters will be checking in as we start the second quarter. Time for a First Security Bank recap. First Security Bank, proud sponsors of Millwood Falcon broadcast. If you're looking for a bank to help you make your dreams of becoming a homeowner or a business owner come true, let First Security Bank help you out. First Security Bank member FDIC. What's your thoughts on the first, Jamin?
It's been a lot of back and forth, and you see the dislike between both of these teams is very evident here. It's gotten a little chippy, but the Falcons get the lead, up 6 points, doing a great job. Solomon Davis doing his deed, spacing the floor out, creating good shot opportunities for his teammates. Adrian Anderson Nelson knocking down a 3. And Zon Williams doing what he does best, going to the rack. He's got an and 1. As Christopher Clay steps to throw in the inbound.
So we got Christopher Clay back in the game. Amari Barrett off the bench into action now. And Donovan Knight in the game now. So now working the ball from the top. Got some shooting numbers for you in just a second here. And I have a question for you as Zahn takes a 3. Back rim's no good. Christopher Clay coming up with the rebound. Gets it to Zahn Williams, cut to the basket.
Nice dish inside. Just couldn't get his control. Zahn Williams in the air.
So the Bobcats get it. So, Jamin, as we get into this here, the ball's knocked loose. Donovan Knight has it. Donovan to the basket, and it's going to draw contact from Kaleon Johnson for the foul.
Nice job, Donovan Knight coming over, help defense with Zahn Williams prying that ball out.
So let me ask you a question. So it was pretty warm today, right?
Agreed.
Okay. Temperature about what would you say?
Didn't get too much of it, but I say high 50s, low 60s.
Okay, mid 60s. Can we say that? Okay, it's warmer outside than it is in terms of the shooting percentage. Star Spencer shot 6% in field goals in the first quarter. Millwood shot 29%. That's that old line from them cheerleaders well before your time. UGLY, you ain't got no alibi, you ugly. That's what that shooting percentage was in that first as Donovan knocks down a free throw, 1 of 2.
It is ugly there, Mo. Not ideal for both teams as Christopher Clay comes up with the strip, gives it to Adrian Anderson Nelson. He lays it up and he's fouled.
Nelson gets the and 1 on that as Christopher Clay makes the play. 12-3 is the score. 9-point advantage, 7:17 to go before the end of the first half. And I don't like bringing up that old song and people are going to say, Mo, you are really showing your age on that one. I don't care. Anytime you got teams combined shooting for somewhere around 25%, for the whole, both teams combined, it's nasty. Nelson misses the 3-point opportunity. Rebound pulled down by the Bobcats. Now going to work. Ball in the hands of Gabriel Butler.
Falcons deploying the press.
Bounce pass down low, and the ball's going to get knocked out by Christopher Clay. Ball was in the hands down low of Derwin Loggins that time. So substitution. Loggins now comes out of the game, and returning back to the game is Makai Gilliam. Gilliam on the left wing. Christopher Clay now covering him. The defense is going to go up a notch or two as we start seeing some of the Falcons regular guards starting to get into the game now. Gilliam looking for space to outright. Cameron Brown kicks it to the corner. Kaleon Johnson for three. Johnson's three-point shot's no good.
Donovan Knight there on the closeout.
Donovan Knight on the closeout. Christopher Clay with the rebound. Nelson fires up another three, and he knocks it down.
And that's Adrian Anderson Nelson's spot there on that left wing as he knocks down his second tray of the evening.
Has a game-high 8 points, Nelson does, and he's feeling it, the senior is.
Doing well with his time here on the court early.
Working the ball to Cameron Brown. Brown has it down low, gets the ball inside to Gilliam. Gilliam scores. On the other end, trying to do a quick pass, going to end up with a turnover there.
Trying to thread the needle just a little too high there for Donovan Knight.
Inside goes.
Nice spin there by Gabriel Butler.
So Gabriel Butler puts 2 on the board, and it looks like the Bobcats are starting to heat up a little bit. To the corner now, Zahn up to Amari Barrett. Barrett had a great game in a losing effort. Got into foul trouble early. Only had 4 points in the first half, but then scored 13 in the second. Turnover there by Donovan Knight. Loses the ball right there on the block. Substitution as Braylon Bradshaw comes in the game. And Nelson comes out with 8 points and a rebound. A little bit of more than a quarter of action.
The last possession there, Clay tried to dump it down to Donovan Knight. He tries the nice bounce pass, and it's just too much there.
Inside goes Gilliam, swings it back out. Butler fakes the three, dribbles to the left, gets a screen and then loses it. Zahn ends up with the steal, but there's going to be a foul called. Should be foul number 3 against the Bobcats.
On Corian Anderson.
So Anderson getting called with the foul. Here comes Chris Clay. 15 points. 7. Braylon Bradshaw to the cup off the Chris Clay assist.
Nice driving kick there by Christopher Clay.
Clay's coming in and letting his playmaking ability show early in this game.
Coming up with big rebounds. Good job there finding Braylon Bradshaw.
Full court press coming into play. And Kaleon Johnson's going to throw it away. It will be Falcon basketball. That's a turnover that's completely unforced. Gilliam was trying to shoot to the corner. Kaleon threw it further than Gilliam was expecting.
Christopher Clay lobs up to Zahn.
Zahn goes up high and gets the easy money basket.
That's been bread and butter. You know, the only inbound play we really see the Falcons run, and it's been effective.
So nice job by the Falcons there. End of the quarter, and they're going to catch Cameron Butler with steps there. 19-7.
Trying to set his feet there. Got happy feet.
So here comes Zahn. Zahn with 6 points in the game thus far.
Slowing it down.
So throwing it over, Donovan Knight cuts to the basket.
Finding
and
him on
then
the back
Donovan
door.
again wanted to throw it high, but he threw it low, and you never throw it to a big man cutting to the basket low. You never do that.
Lessons for the young fella there.
So substitution, Kaleon Johnson comes out, and into the game now returning is number 22. That's Jamori Hayward. So the ball in the hands now, and the ball's going to be blocked. Who got that block?
Christopher Clay, what a block.
On the other end, Zahn tries to finish. Falcons can't come up with it. The Bobcats have it. It's going to be a jump ball situation. It will remain with the Falcons.
Nice block there by Christopher Clay, impacting the game in many ways. Doing a great job there defensively as he throws in the inbound.
So Chris Clay going to get the ball to Zahn. Zahn gets it in, and it hit his shooting pocket, and Zahn knew what to do with it. Put the biscuit and the tray basket. Assist by Christopher Clay. Gilliam into the lane.
Bradshaw gets the rebound, but that's knocked out by Corian Anderson. Falcons ball. Insert Josiah Mays.
So Josiah Mays comes into the game now for Zahn Williams. Zahn Williams with the 9 points in his own right. Tied for a game high right along there with Adrian Anderson Nelson. 22-7. The Falcons have been stirring it to start this game. Donovan Knight swings it over. Josiah Mays to the wing. Amari Barrett inside. Finishes. Amari Barrett turns to the basket and scores.
Nice
Off another Off another assist from guess who? Chris Clay.
Amari Barrett staying patient there, down there in that low post, putting it up quick.
So Hayworth kicks it to the corner. Back up top, the Bobcats reset.
Donovan Knight playing on ball.
So Butler now has it, working on Donovan Knight. And Makai Gilliam lines up a three. He can't get it to fall there. Rebound by Chris Clay.
Bounce pass cross court to Braylon Bradshaw. He kicks it out to Donovan Knight in the right corner. He's fouled on the shot attempt.
So Donovan Knight's going to get fouled shooting three. So he's going to go to the free throw line shooting three. Foul's going to be called. Team foul number 4. But Donovan Knight to the line shooting three.
If Donovan Knight put in position to knock down the three, he's been focusing on sharing the ball tonight.
First one back rims. So now back to work. Donovan Knight, shot number 2. He does get it to fall. So Kaleon Johnson returns to the game for Gilliam. Cameron Brown comes out of the game. And returning to the game now is Derwin Loggins. So one more shot coming for Donovan Knight.
And it's Green.
So now Falcons try to trap. Kaleon Johnson trying to step through the trap, fires it over. Hayworth has it. Hayworth jump steps into the lane, and they're going to call a foul. Foul's going to be called against Braylon Bradshaw, his first foul of the night, team foul number 1 in the second. So to the free throw line now goes Jamori Hayworth.
Hayworth showing some nice athleticism, getting in between traffic with the hop step, forcing himself to the free throw line.
Back rims that first one, no good there. Back rims that second one. Rebound pulled down by Amari Barrett. Barrett to the corner. Josiah Mays to the lane, can't get that floater to work.
And it's blocked.
And the ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. Josiah Mays' shot no good. Rebound corralled in by Braylon Bradshaw before it's deflected out of bounds. 26-7 as it stands right now. Falcons up by 19. Amari Barrett inbounds it to Josiah Mays. Handoff back to Barrett. Barrett over to Donovan Knight with 2:48 to go. Josiah Mays now has it. Reset the offense. Donovan Knight over to Mays. Mays on the right wing. Over to Barrett. Barrett to Braylon Bradshaw, who scores.
What a magnificent job, Amari Barrett, looking off that shot, passing it up to get Braylon Bradshaw on the board for 2.
All right, coming across, they're going to fire it ahead.
Cross-court pass.
And what a job. Contact could have been. And the ball's going to be knocked out of bounds, or it's going to say it is going to be, or they're going to give him goaltend, or what are they going to do on that? Not sure what happened here, but the ball will remain with the Bobcats. Pass to the corner, 3-point shot attempt, and down it goes by Gabriel Butler.
Butler getting over to that right corner, getting to his spot, putting it up.
And on the other end, Amari Barrett gets in the lane, and he knows what to do.
Amari Barrett asserting some dominance in the paint here on back-to-back possessions. He prized that ball loose on a block. Christopher Clay dishes it over to Josiah Mays for 2. Timeout, Star Spencer.
So timeout, Star Spencer on the floor right now. 1:51 to go. Millwood basketball being brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. In this quarter alone, the Falcons have outscored them by 14, 21-7. And as far as shooting percentages go into the second, as we're talking about in the first half here, the Falcons are continuing to improve that number. They're now shooting 48% in field goals. 9 of 16 from 2s, 3 of 9 from 3s. Star Spencer has picked it up a little bit. They were shooting 6% early on in this one. But now they're shooting 4 of 24 from field goals at 17%. So they're getting a little bit better, but they're still not finding a way to get easy shots right now.
Right, a little better, but from a Falcons perspective, they're doing a great job moving the ball, continuing to make that extra pass to make it easier on their teammates to get buckets.
Substitutions in the game. Mark Presley's in the game.
Falcons continue to press.
And it looks like he's in the game for
Braylon Bradshaw comes up to tip it.
For Donovan Knight.
Butler maintains possession. He drives to the basket.
And again, that guy is money when he has the ball in his hand right now, Gabriel Butler.
Braylon Bradshaw catches the cross-court pass, and that bounces in.
How did he get that one to fall?
Good deceleration there from the freshman.
So 34-12. Back up top.
Get it to Hayward in the corner. He dishes it in the paint.
And
Mark Presley comes up with it.
Mark Presley pressing the mark. Get it back to Bradshaw, who decides to let go. A three-point shot does not fall for him. Josiah Mays corrals the rebound.
Good heads-up play by Josiah Mays. Getting the rebound, 2 dribbles and a shot.
So
Butler fights for it, and Millwood maintains possession.
So 34-12 is the score.
As Gilliam re-enters the game, as Gabriel Butler's checking out.
So now going to work. Amari Barrett gets in the hands of Mark Presley.
Tries to dish it over back to Amari Barrett in the corner.
Back up top to Chris Clay. Over to Amari Barrett. Barrett over to Clay with 40 seconds on the clock. Clay fires a deep three. Can't get it to fall. Trying to chase down the rebound. They throw it up high.
Amari Barrett fights for it, and the Falcons get the possession again. Christopher Clay's dribbling. He dishes it back off to Amari Barrett.
And Barrett inside scores the basket.
Barrett does such a great job baiting his defenders into contesting his shot. Easily gets them to the free throw line again.
So Barrett going back to the free throw line, shooting 1 to complete the three-point play. Let's see what he does with this opportunity here. 26.8 on the clock. Front rims on that one.
With the more minutes Amari Barrett has been getting here the past couple weeks, you see his game opening up offensively. Christopher Clay fights for that. He tips it out of bounds.
And let's see here what we're going to get here.
The referee called Gilliam out of bounds.
So Gilliam with the turnover there. 15.4 seconds to go. Chris Clay now has it.
Timeout Falcons.
So timeout by the Millwood Falcons here. It's going to take a full timeout here, a 60-second timeout with 14.2 seconds left to go. When we start looking at this game and how the Falcons are trying to extend the lead, Amari Barrett has started to learn how to press and has found his way in this offense, and it's quite clear that he has done that. It doesn't matter what combinations on the floor, he seemed to know comfortably where he needs to be to have an impact on the game. I've been impressed with in the first half so far the playmaking ability of Chris Clay. Chris Clay making the play. Chris Clay can score, but he is so effective. He is a strong guard rebounder. And to me, that's the pattern of the Millwood Falcons that has extended itself beyond. Millwood has some of the best rebounding guards you'll ever see. And the reason why I point that out is because that's a tradition that started here with Ricky Hunt a couple of years ago, where the guards would go back and make all the rebounds, and Ricky Hunt would have more rebounds than the center or the power forward. So Amari Barrett turns and fires a three, and Barrett buries it. Another assist by Chris Clay as time expires.
Can't stop talking about Barrett and his offensive ability. That goes in, but doesn't catch the buzzer in time for Star Spencer.
And they need every basket that they can get to claw their way back into this one. As it stands right now, it's 39-12. We're almost officially ready to get you for the Millwood Enrichment Foundation halftime report. We got numbers coming your way. We're going to break it down on the other side. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back. You listen to Millwood Basketball, brought to you by SSM Health of St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. Welcome back to the Millwood and Richmond Foundation Halftime Report. The foundation is raising $25,000 to help take care of their teachers and scholarships for the Millwood students. Help make a positive impact by going and opening up your Cash App right now and making a donation to the Millwood and Richmond Foundation. It does not go to benefit the sports programs. It's going to help the kids academically, kids that might be going through some food insecurity, might be dealing with other issues. This money goes to help them. Students that may need clothes, it might help them with books and learning materials as well as teachers. So open up your phone and do this. $, Millwood Enrich. That's Millwood Enrich, ENRICHOKC. Make your donation, 5, 10, 20, 500, 5,000. Make a donation to Millwood Public Schools. Maurice Prince and Jamin Dawson here. I want to thank all our sponsors for tonight's game. Sunbeam Family Services, the Millwood and Richmond Foundation, of course. First Security Bank, A+ Lawn Services, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Funeral Home, David Threet's Hair Cafe Cosmetology School, Wing Supreme, Narissa Berry Insurance, Love Student of the Month, Super Prep and Perry Publishing Broadcasting. Jamin, what stands out to you on the numbers?
For the Falcons, we're shooting a good 50% from the field, and our opponents are shooting 20%. So they're still going through those woes offensively. They're 18% from three as well. They almost look like us from three last game. But we're picking it up a little bit. 4 for 12 from three. Adrian Anderson-Nelson adding 2. We're up on the rebounding, 20-14, and our assist numbers are up drastically. They're up 8 versus Star Spencer's 1 assist.
Right, and when you start looking at those overall numbers, you're talking about the percentages of what the teams are shooting. The other thing that's kind of hurt Star Spencer tonight overall is you're talking about the turnovers really hasn't hurt them as much as the poor shooting percentage has. Millwood on the other side hasn't turned the ball over a ton either. High-flying Falcons in the first half. How about Amari Barrett with 9? How about Zon Williams with 9? How about Adrian Anderson-Nelson with 8? Then also getting into the game itself, you got Solomon Davis with 2 points. You got Braylon Bradshaw with 6. So you've got a good spread of players getting to the basket and scoring points. It's a lot of good things. And as of right now, we have not seen Chance Davis as of yet, but I do believe we'll see him in the second half of this one.
Right, you talk about Chance Davis, a player with big shot ability for the 2-time defending state champion Millwood Falcons here, but they're doing a great job, specifically Amari Barrett and Chris Clay all across the board. They're making that extra pass, making it easier on their teammates, being scrappy, getting rebounds, and forcing turnovers like they always do on defense. Haven't seen a whole lot from Zon Williams in that second quarter, but he's playing proficient, and he's going straight to the rack like we love seeing him do.
So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Dorian Williams does in the second half of this game, who he pulls out to start, because I have a feeling it's not going to be what we may think it's going to be. So we saw a lot of Chris Harrison in the first quarter, did not see a lot of him in the second. So, I mean, this roster has got a talented set. So it looks like going
Chance
back
Davis
in the second half of this game. So Chance Davis will be back on the floor tonight. What looks like with Zon.
That's
Solomon Davis, and also Dominic White is out there. And who else am I missing? Oh, Adrian Anderson-Nelson. Okay, so those are your starters starting the second half of this game. So way to go by the Falcons overall, leading 39-12 right now.
And the student section is holding it down, rocking all black in this rivalry, setting the tone.
So getting that going. And we're set here now for the second half of action to begin. And here we go. Chasing it down now out there. Butler kicks it to the corner. Man-to-man defense being employed. Really good to see Chance Davis. And they're going to call a 5-second call by Butler, standing right there in front of the Star Spencer bench.
It's a great job there by Chance Davis and Dominic White.
Chance Davis, into the game, goes with the runner, and Chance Davis makes an instant impact on this team. It's a different team when you've got Chance Davis on the floor. He's got veteran experience. He can do so many things.
He's back like he never left. Flows through the lane easy for 2.
Butler drops it down low inside to Cameron Brown. Back up top to Makai Gilliam. To the corner. Shot. No good. Rebound pulled down
by Zon
Williams.
Getting
on
it
the
out
other
to
end.
Dominic White.
Back to Chance Davis. Chance Davis swings it to Nelson, who decides to let another 3 go. It touches every part of the rim before it falls in.
Shooter's touch, and that's his spot. They're doing a great job feeding Adrian Anderson Nelson here on senior night from his spot that he loves so well off that left wing.
44-12. Stopped by Gilliam, almost loses it there.
Yeah, he crossed over and he slid himself.
So working the ball around, Zahn almost gets the steal from Butler. Drives into the lane, can't get it to fall. Solomon Davis fighting for it. Rebound eventually pulled down there by number 20, Anderson. Solomon Davis finally gets this one.
That's off. Chance Davis leading the break.
Chance Davis lines up a 3. Back rims that one no good. Making the way inside the lane is Butler. He can't get that one to fall. Rebound that time pulled down by Chance Davis.
Get it back
Zahn on the other end. Gets fouled, laying high off the glass. Team foul number 1 of the second half for Star Spencer.
This is a great job by the Millwood Falcons getting it going early here on the second half.
So Zahn steps to the free throw line. Zahn shoots and scores it. Zahn William with the cool 10-piece tonight. High-flying Falcon is now Adrian Anderson Nelson. He's got 11, a team-high 11.
Right, more opportunity has granted him more points on the board as Zahn Williams knocks down his second free throw.
So knocks down the second free throw and ties the high score tonight with 11.
Solomon Davis on ball, doing a great job.
Bounce pass.
Chance Davis gets the tip.
It's a steal. And Chance Davis trying to maintain possession of it, but it's going to end up being in the hands of Star Spencer. Back up top now, Makai Gilliam to the right wing. Bounce pass inside to Anderson. Anderson, fancy ball handling skills. Raises up high to knock down the jumper for the Bobcats. On the other end, Chance Davis is fouled. Chance Davis said, it's not a shot tonight I don't like.
It's fouled by Derwin Loggins there trying to block Chance Davis slicing into the lane.
So Chance Davis to the free throw line now. Chance. Still got that free throw, that good free throw stroke. 47-14. 5:30 to go in the third. Spins it, shot is up, and he knocks it down.
Chance Davis getting on the board here early in this third quarter in his return.
He's got 4 points. Dominic White picks up the first foul of the second half for the Falcons. This Falcon roster has got so many different ways to beat you. Size, it's got the ability to match up, and it's going to be a foul called this time on Dominic White. She picks up a quick second foul, second team foul of the second half, and this time it will put Kayleon Johnson to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
Despite the foul, Dominic White and Solomon Davis have been doing a great job sharing the majority of the minutes, manning down the post down low.
But this roster, as I was saying, can do so many different things. You know, sometimes you envy the position Dorian Williams is in, and then sometimes you have to say, well, that's how he's also cursed because, you know, you mess with the wrong lineup.
Hey, everybody can't call the shots. It's not an easy job.
So 48-16 as it stands now. Zahn across the timeline now. Zahn's going to fire it over to Solomon Davis on the left. Solomon Davis
comes up,
wants to turn the corner. He's going to get bumped by Kayleon Johnson, team foul number 3 against the Bobcats.
Davis on the inbound.
Davis over to Zahn. Zahn into the basket. Into the paint, tries to put
that should
the
be
shot.
on Derwin Loggins again.
So Derwin Loggins get picked the foul, so that's team foul number 4. 5:04 is going to be plenty of free throws coming for the Falcons, looks like this quarter right now, Jamin.
Right, primarily from Derwin Loggins, trying to block any shot attempt that comes in his paint.
Any shot.
He's picked up 2 quick fouls.
Front rims on that by Zahn. Substitution. Loggins comes out. Haysworth comes in.
A lot of chirping here from the student section as Zion Williams knocks down the free throw.
So 49-16, 5:03 to go. Over to Kaleon Johnson, who spins in the lane and draws contact from Solomon Davis. He just must have caught him with the body. Team foul number 3, Kaleon Johnson back to the free throw line. He knocked down 2 free throws a few minutes ago. Trying to see if he can get a couple of more. Front rims that one.
I think we're going to see quite a bit from the free throw line this quarter as Star Spencer is already up to 4 and Millwood Falcons are at 3. Dominic White on the inbound.
Yeah, at this point, 17 points have scored. As Zahn goes to the basket, splits the double team and kisses it off the glass with the right hand.
Right, Zion Williams has been tied up earlier in this game trying to split 2 defenders. He does it effortlessly there for 2.
And Kaleon Johnson is starting to heat up, folks.
He lines up that 3, as you told me. He's one of those players to watch here for Star Spencer, and he's got the stroke going from beyond the arc.
And Dominic White can't contain the long pass from Nelson. 31-point lead by the Falcons, 4:28 to go. Over to Johnson. Fires it over to Hayworth.
Back to Butler.
Butler wheels and deals in his lane. Step back shot by Butler, no good. Rebound, Zahn Williams.
Tried to take Solomon Davis one-on-one there.
And on the other
comes
end,
up with the steal.
Gilliam comes up with it.
Tries to get over to Haywood, and Chance Davis tips that out of bounds.
So now returning to the game is Chris Harrison. He comes in for Zahn Williams. Zahn Williams will sit with 14 points.
Gilliam gets a wide open 3. That's off the mark. Falcons up 31 here. 3 minutes.
Nelson has it stolen, and Kaleon Johnson to the basket and dunks it.
All right, and that's the play Star Spencer has been searching for. Defense turned into offense. Kaleon Johnson.
So the ball's tipped. Chance Davis drives baseline, and Chance Davis works it inside. I like Chance Davis. You can't speed him up.
And you can't slow him down. We talked about how chippy it is. He's letting Gilliam hear it after that tough lay.
6 points in the quarter for Chance Davis.
Butler
Solomon Davis with the steal.
Butler tried to zip it inside there. Too much for Solomon Davis. He gets rewarded for it.
And Solomon Davis is going to get called for steps there. And Chris Harrison was like, I'm open, man, in the corner. Let me see that 3.
Oh, yeah, and he's ready to shoot it, too. You could tell.
Across the timeline comes Gabriel Butler. Kaleon Johnson.
Good defense by Harrison.
Gets the ball over to Haysworth. Kaleon, step back, 3-point shot from the corner. Can't get anything to fall there. Rebound pulled down by Dominic White. And on the other end, Chance Davis draws contact. What I'm trying to tell you is you're looking for a guy who's that saucy veteran who knows how to work a shot, get a shot for a team and get to the free throw line. It comes no better than Chance Davis. He's got the ability to make the game look easy.
Right.
And when I say you can't speed him up, it doesn't matter how fast you're running. Chance Davis stays under control. And he makes me look bad because I said that and he missed the free throw.
He plays under great control in the air there. Very decisive. It's good to see him back.
Butler checks out of the game, as well does Corleon Anderson. Into the game now. Looks like Derwin Loggins comes in the game, as well as Cedric Brown.
Davis knocks down his second free throw.
54-22 is the score now. Pressure being applied is going to be knocked out by Chris Harrison. Star Spencer Ball, 2:44 to go in the third.
Adrian Anderson-Nelson playing on-ball defense. Chris Harrison coming over with the help defense to knock that ball loose. Harrison ball up on Kaleon Johnson.
And Kaleon Johnson fires it to the corner.
Derwin Loggins
fires up a three. He can't get it to fall. And then the ball goes out, and it will be Millwood ball. Here comes Chance Davis running the offense.
Trying to run a play to get Harrison open here.
Loggins.
Star Spencer doing a great job.
Over to Davis. Davis, ball fakes. Davis hands it over to Harrison. Harrison in the lane, goes with the runner. He can't get it to fall that time.
All right, the Falcons trying to get Chris Harrison on the board here. Kaleon Johnson spins into Chance Davis. He loses the ball, gets it back, and Solomon Davis comes down with the rebound.
Solomon Davis picking it up.
Chance Davis looking inside.
What a pass to Dominic White.
Excuse me, what a pass. Great vision there by Chance Davis. Dominic White.
Chance Davis is showing you everything in this one quarter. Chance don't hurt him.
And this is what you've been missing.
And Makai Gilliam, step back three-point shot, and that shot is true for Gilliam.
All right, they've been hunting down at that three-point line, haven't had much success, but they get it there with Gilliam. Chris Harrison showing off the handles here, close to the sideline. He's getting pretty physical as he kicks that ball out to Chance Davis.
Davis has it. Davis works it around. Hitting you with that sauce over to Solomon Davis. SD bounce past to Chance. Chance.
Derwin Loggins
almost loses
on
it
that ball there.
And Loggins and Chance Davis is going to end up sliding out of bounds. Turnover there against Chance Davis. 56-25. 31-point advantage. Derwin Loggins checks out of the game. Cameron Brown comes back in. 1:10 to go.
Chance Davis on Gilliam.
Gilliam fires up a deep three. He can't get it to fall that time.
Dominic White tries to get over to Adrian Anderson-Nelson. Stolen by Haywood, but they get it back. Kicks it over to Chris Harrison in that left corner. He puts it up for three. That's all air.
He can't get it to fall that time. Adrian Anderson-Nelson gets the rebound.
Puts it up, and that's air. Immediately trapping Kaleon Johnson. And the foul's on Adrian Anderson-Nelson.
Yeah, it kind of is there, but it's a tough spot. And they're going to call a foul. It's going to be, okay, it's going to be star ball. Substitution into the game now for the Bobcats. Number 12, Terrell Orange is in the game now.
Falcons keep the same five.
Makai Gilliam's going to come out. And if you're Star Spencer tonight, you got to think about who you got and how tired you want them to be, because considering tomorrow afternoon they've got another game against Douglas to end the regular season.
Right, a tough game against Douglas, defending 4A state champions.
So now going to work on the other end.
Student section ignites when Chris Harrison gets the ball.
19 seconds. He's going to get past Kaleon Johnson. Gets it to the corner. Dominic White has it. Hand off to Harrison. Harrison, 10 seconds on the clock. He's got plenty of time. Somebody needs to get him a screen.
Kaleon Johnson is applying a lot of pressure. Chris Harrison loses his dribble as we get a whistle.
And they're going to call a turnover against offensive foul against Harrison there.
And Harrison trying to keep his composure. Chance Davis sharing some words with him there. The student section is lighting up here still.
Haysworth, 1 second on the clock, fires it up if time expires. Haysworth's shot at the end is no good. 56-25 is the score. Harrison trying to get that one touch to fall in this game, 56-25. He's got another quarter to try and get it. Both teams had 5 team fouls overall. On to the fourth we go. You're listening to Millwood Falcon Basketball, brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores. Now it's trying to move on to the fourth quarter to get you set for this game here for a finale here. The Falcons up big, up 31 right now. And as it stands in the quarter, the Falcons outscored them 19-13. We saw a little bit more resilience from the Bobcats in the third, primarily kick-started by Kaleon Johnson. Kaleon, I'm telling you, Kaleon has got a unique skill set. The young man is extremely talented. He's also streaky. He can go from cold to hot real quick, drop a quick 20 on you, and then cool off. I mean, it's kind of like it's interesting to watch him play. But I've enjoyed watching this young man get busy.
He's upping his intensity on defense, and that's led to a couple scoring opportunities for him as the Millwood student section continues to impact this game and ignite the gym along with the Millwood faithful. Star Spencer being told not to retaliate.
So now 8 minutes on the clock and we're set for live action here. So now Isaiah.
Setting the tone for this rivalry here, Mo. The gym is.
So now we have complete substitutions in the game now for the Falcons. Isaiah Wilson's in the game now. We also have
Kelston Young in the corner. He gets the ball.
Kelston Young in the game. Jamari Moore's in the game. And on the other side, Mark Presley just put the biscuit in the basket. Presley just scored. 58-25. 7:28 to go. Ball in the hands of Josiah Mays. And this time, Josiah Mays is going to foul on that play. As he was covering on defense, Josiah gets his first foul called. 58-25, 7:24 to go. Hayesworth fires a three. He can't get it to fall that time.
Mark Presley comes down with that rebound.
Mark Presley comes up with the rebound, 7:16 to go. Handoff, Josiah Mays now has it, backs up. Mays in the lane, kicks at the corner. Kelston Young fires.
It's off the back rim.
Back rim, no good.
Josiah Mays fights for the rebound. He gets it.
So Josiah Mays in the lane, tries to finish with the reverse layup. He doesn't work for him that time. Rebound Star Spencer.
Mark Presley tipping the ball on Hayesworth, getting the ball back for the Falcons. He puts the layup up, no good. Tried to get it to Kaleon Johnson. Kelston Young gets it, and he puts it up quick. That's off the mark as well.
So Mark Presley has it now, swings it out, and Jamari Moore fires a three. Ball over the back of the rim, shot no good there for Jamari Moore.
And Moore stepped into the wide open
foul.
three.
Foul's going to be called against Josiah Mays. So it will be Star Spencer ball. So working it out now. Ball in the hands now. Swinging it down low to Cameron Brown. Brown trying to find some space to operate, finds none, swings it to the outside to Butler. Butler drives in the lane, contact inside. Looks like they're going to catch Jamari Moore.
And Kelston Young there.
Oh, Kelston Young getting called with the foul. So 58-25. So now Gabriel Butler to the free throw line shooting two.
First one's off.
First one does not fall for Butler. He gets one more.
And the lead stays at 33 for the Falcons.
Doesn't get it to fall that time.
Missed
Ball's
the
going to
putback
get knocked out, but the rebound got by Star Spencer. So now it's going to be inbounded now by Terrell Orange.
That was Cedric Brown there as he puts up another jumper. That's off the front rim.
So Brown's jumper misses. Rebound that time pulled down by Mays. Isaiah Wilson in the game now. Isaiah swings it. Josiah Mays bounce pass to Mark Presley. Presley turns and goes on the inside. Kelston Young fighting.
Hayesworth comes down, elbow swinging there.
And that's going to end up being an offensive foul.
I mean, he's looking like a bull in a china shop there.
So timeout's going to be called on the floor there. Trying to get control of the situation. You don't really want that going on.
None of it at all, but you sense some frustration coming from the Star Spencer Bobcats as they're down 33 right now. A little less than 6 minutes left in the game.
So timeout called on the floor here, and Coach Cudjoe is asking about the situation. So if you got the rebound and you're trying to get a tie up, that you're putting your hands on the guy and the guy's trying to clear out to show that he has the ball, that's where the argument's coming into play. So Coach Cudjoe's trying to get that point across right now. 58-25 is an A-plus lawn services timeout. You know, this is one of those type of situations. You got young players in the game, and the emotions are still high in the game, and you're trying to get everything in place. So that's what you're trying to do.
Right. It's not always a bad thing what you do. Sometimes it's how you do it. And Hayesworth is swinging a little out of control there. As Coach Cudjoe is still pleading with the referees.
Oh, he's going to work the officials. I'm just saying, again, it's always about the presumption of where the player is and what's going on. And I'm not defending Coach Cudjoe's stance, but I'm saying he has a right to ask the question, because if it was the other way, we'd ask the same thing.
Absolutely. The gym would be in an uproar.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's exactly what that is. So 58-25 is the score, 5:49 to go. Back to live action right now. So as we set to go back to live action, the officials are waiting to make sure everything's clear, and we're set to go. All the players are set. The officials are saying, hold on just a second. So I'm going to make sure we're go. So
Kelston
now,
Young on the inbound.
So back in the hands. Isaiah Wilson has the pass deflected, and it will remain Millwood ball.
Not the best pass from Isaiah Wilson. Kelston Young couldn't quite get there in time. Dumps it down to Mark Presley.
So
loses
now
control.
Okay, there's still a tie-up. I mean, that was – so it will be on the ground here. It looks like they're going to call the foul. Foul's going to be called against number 25, Cameron Brown. Timeout. So a timeout's going to be called on the foul here. So, again, as we're getting everything set here, 5:38 to go. 58-25, 5:38 to go in the game. So, Jamin, you know, like I said, the debate will always go on, and Coach Cudjoe is going to make his point, and the official may make his. That's the way this works. So now going to work. Dorian Williams has got the young guys on the floor. You want to continue to teach them and give them ball experience. You want to teach them to continue to play hard and effort. And right now, these guys are looking to find some traction. But all of them want to score. All of them want to make a play. All of them want to make the student section explode.
Right, and it hasn't been hard for the student section to explode because they've been doing a great job antagonizing the Bobcats. But for the young Falcons out here, it's a great job to capitalize on the minutes that you have. It looks like Chris Harrison is going to check in the game.
So Chris Harrison's coming back in the game, and Jamari Moore comes out. So if he's coming back in the game, we'll see if Chris Harrison can't get it. And it looks like there was a technical foul that was issued. So this is a way for him to get his free throws right here. And he gets it to foul.
Knocks down his first free throw, his first point of the game.
Chris Harrison scores it.
Chris Harrison seeing the ball go into the hoop might possibly ignite what we've been awaiting for this whole game as we have 5 minutes and 38 seconds left.
So Mark Presley comes out of the game now. And Jamari Moore returns back to the game. 5:38 to go. Ball in the hands of Josiah Mays. And here come the Falcons.
Kelston Young coming around.
Kelston Young above the circle. Over to Isaiah Wilson. Isaiah Wilson goes downhill. Isaiah can't get it to fall that time.
Tough take there by Isaiah Wilson.
And the Bobcats can't corral the pass. It will be Falcon basketball.
Gabriel Butler there.
So here comes Isaiah Wilson. Across the timeline. Backs it out. Wilson tries to get it down low to Jamari Moore, and contact down low. He will be fouled.
It's Terrell Orange.
So Orange getting called for the foul. Team foul number 3 for
Moore looks
the
for his
Bobcats.
first points of the game.
So Moore wants to get on the scoreboard. Everybody wants to get on the scoreboard.
This is what you want to see. Obtainable goal here as the Millwood Falcons are up 61-25.
So Moore gets one. Moore. And it doesn't fall for him that time. Rebound Bobcats. So now working the ball around inside. Inside he goes. Nice move by Gabriel Butler getting to the cup. 61-27 is the score now.
Moore on the screen. Wilson gets it over to Mays.
Josiah Mays, short jump shot, can't get it to fall. So now going to work. And throwing it up.
Terrell Orange is off from three. Star Spencer
maintains possession of the ball. 4:30 to go.
Braylon Lassiter is getting checked in the game for Cedric Brown.
So now working it around, we're going to have a timeout called on the floor here. 4:30 to go, 61-27. Now, for those who are listening, the Falcons will be back in action in district play for the district playoff game that will start next Saturday. The opponent has not been announced yet, nor has the time. But that game will be next Saturday, so I expect them fully to have a full packed house here as the Falcons' playoff run will begin. And it'll be interesting to see, Jamin, at that point, if the re-entering of Zaire Fisher, hopefully the return of Isaiah Wilkes. And again, he doesn't have to play in district. Isaiah, you want him there by the time the state tournament plays, so you still have about a week through area, through regional, before you go to the state tournament. And there's a chance from that angle that as long as you get him acclimated in somewhere in the regional area, or in the regional round, or in the area round of the tournament, that there's a good chance that you can get him in game shape. So now going to work, 4.5 minutes. And the ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. Braylon Lassiter. Ball in the hands now of Butler. Butler working on Harrison. Harrison playing defense. Going to swing it. And the three-point shot knocks down by Braylon Lassiter.
First three-pointer of the game.
31-point lead for the Falcons now. Handoff to Kelston Young. Handoff to Isaiah Wilson. Back over to Kelston Young. Kelston Young ball fake, sidestep. Shot by Kelston Young, can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled down there by Terrell Orange. On the other end, shot, no good, missed.
He's off from the corner three. They get it down to Moore, and he scores.
Jamari Moore scores again. Jamari Moore now has 3 points on the night, 63-30, 33-point lead with 3:38 to go. Hayesworth across the timeline. Kelston Young picks him up. Ball on the right wing. Inside it goes to Brown. And then lining up another three. Can't get it to fall. Jamari Moore picks up the rebound.
Strong rebound there by Moore.
Up to Kelston Young.
Nice bounce pass to Kelston.
And then Josiah Mays scores the basket off the Kelston Young miss.
Kelston Young's caught there for the foul on Hayesworth.
So now substitutions coming back in the game. Dominic White comes in for Isaiah Wilson. Josiah Mays comes out. Kelston Young comes out. And re-entering the game, Adrian Anderson Nelson, Dominic White, and Solomon Davis. Now this is an odd lineup here, so we're going to have to see who's going to play guard for this one. 2:55 to go. So going to work right now, ball across the top. Back it up, Gabriel Butler. Butler drives inside to the basket, strong, nice move by Butler again.
Space in the floor there, giving him more opportunity for an open layup.
So Nelson's running the point over to Solomon Davis. Davis walks into a deep three, puts that one in the ceiling. Nothing doing there.
All right, and Solomon Davis just trying to call his own number there. We've seen him hit some threes, especially from that spot.
But not from the parking lot.
Yeah.
All right, going to work. Orange shoots the ball. He can't get it to fall that time. Rebound.
Solomon gets the rebound.
Solomon Davis pulls it down over to Jamari Moore. Moore in the lane, loses it. Steal on the play by Cameron Brown. Over to Butler. Butler to the basket, and he tries to lay it in. Can't get it to fall. Butler
tried to
again.
dunk it, and he missed the dunk.
So back into Butler, and Butler scores this one.
Now you can see Butler snatch it there as he missed that dunk.
65-34. Jamari Moore decides to shoot a three. And Jamari Moore, the team has to stand up and recognize Jamari Moore.
Moore sized that three up a few possessions ago, didn't knock it, but he was ready to shoot it there. As he gets the ball out to Adrian Anderson Nelson in transition.
Nelson backs it up. Over to Moore cross court. Over to Harrison. Harrison almost loses it. Over to Davis. Back over to Harrison. Harrison's got that serious look on his face. He wants to do something.
He's not playing games. He's dribbling, passing with intention.
And Dominic White shoots a three, airballs that one.
Haysworth coming up court. Defended by Solomon Davis. Good defense. He pries the ball loose. Chris Harrison on the break.
And Chris
he gets
Harrison
the layup, and he's on the board.
And Harrison scores the basket, and the crowd goes wild.
Fan favorite here, Chris Harrison. As we got a Bobcat down on the court right now.
Harrison is talking, is not talking to the Bobcats. If anybody's watching on TV, he's yelling out to his Millwood fan base over there, talking to him.
The Millwood faithful have been waiting to cheer him on, and he gets the perfect shot there on the break. Got Haysworth down.
So Haysworth is down right now, going to get looked at. 58.4 seconds to go. And he seems to be in some serious pain.
He's holding that knee.
Sponsors for tonight are Sunbeam Family Services, the Millwood Enrichment Foundation, First Security Bank, A-Plus Lawn Services, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Funeral Home, David Threet's Hair Cafe Cosmetology School, Wing Supreme, Narissa Berry Insurance Agency, Love Student of the Month, Super Prep and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. So Haysworth went down in that tall set of trees down there getting hurt. But the Falcons are poised now to improve their record to 14-8 on the season, lose that losing streak, and put it back on a 1 over there. And what that will do is set them up for strong play in district next week. The Falcons are going to have to focus down and get ready, and I'm sure Dorian will be happy about a lot of the things that he is seeing overall from tonight. But I have to say this, for me, one of the great highlights of the game is going to be seeing Chance Davis play. Just seeing him back, and round of applause is due. Seeing Jamari Haysworth walk off the floor. So he's all right. So again, respect shown by Dorian Williams and the Millwood students, as he's going to sit down and have his knee looked at real quick. 58.4 seconds to go.
All right, the game is pretty much.
It's in hand. It's in hand. You know,
you don't want to see any injuries.
No, you don't. And like I said, Star's going to play again tomorrow afternoon. So you would want those players to be as healthy and as available, and Coach Cudjoe has to make that decision, because tomorrow you got to play the game. Contact by Solomon Davis.
That's a gimme.
So Solomon Davis picks up a foul, team foul number 5. So now going to the free throw line is Terrell Orange. So Orange trying to get to the free throw line. But Harrison still pumped. Knocked down his 2 free throws, and after he got hot.
Fan favorite for sure.
So 40-35.
Terrell Orange cashes in from the free throw line.
So he gets on the board, knocking down free throws. 70-36 is the score.
Millwood is going to work it around.
I think Dorian is telling them no more.
To dribble it out and end the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's at some point you got to display the class that's necessary. Everybody who was going to score did score.
Right, great sportsmanship here.
But that's what you're supposed to do at a point. You know, all guys who are on the bench want to score. So you're not going to be able to stop them from doing that. 13 seconds to go. Coach Dorian Williams is saying back off. Dominic White is going to dribble it out. 3, 2, 1. And the game has come to an end tonight. 70-36 is the score.
And the seniors get their win in the regular season finale here in Millwood Fieldhouse.
So they get the win and will go to the district with the win. And tonight, you know, looking at the overall stats for the players tonight, Millwood as a team ended up shooting. They were shooting as low as 29%, but they finished the game 26 of 54, 48%. 6 of 20, 30% from 3, 20 of 34, 58, 59%. The only ugly number out there was free throws, but that's again, you got backup guys out there shooting the ball. So when we start looking at the overall numbers for tonight, there's a lot of positive things to look at when you're talking about the Falcons tonight.
That's right. You want to see them clean up those free throws, as it really handicapped us last game, and we've had our woes with free throws.
Zon Williams finished up as the high-flying Falcon of the night with 14 points. Then you had, of course, Amari Barrett with 9. Then you've got Chance Davis also coming to the table tonight with 7 points. But tonight, our player of the game, in correct senior lure, having a night of nights. My man with 3 names, Adrian Anderson Nelson. Good evening, Adrian. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So you got a chance tonight to start tonight and get the game going. What were your thoughts about how the team played tonight?
We played good. I think we could have played better defense, had better rotation. I think we could have passed the ball more on offense and got a better movement.
How do you see your game? Because you find so many different ways to put yourself in the offense. Sometimes you're asked to be a rebounder. Sometimes you're asked to be a defender. Sometimes you're asked to be a playmaker. How do you see your role on the team?
I just do what the coach say. If he just tell me go rebound, I'll go rebound. If he tell me I need to go score, I go score. I do what he tell me to do.
No, exactly. So with that being said, the team is starting to get healthy. We've got guys coming back. The playoffs are starting. What was the most important thing that Dorian Williams wanted to accomplish tonight for our team?
Just get better as a team. Take one foot in front of the other every day. Get 1% better every day.
Don't forget to get my picture of my man here. Now, while I'm thinking about it, Adrian, I just wanted to ask you, the identity of this team is defense first. Have you guys restored getting that defense mentality back as the team goes into the playoffs? I mean, are you guys back roaring as you were earlier? Where do you think you guys are on the defensive side of the ball?
I don't think we had our best capability right now. I think we could step it up more. Really, that's it, though. I think that we could just step it up more.
All right, so you guys obviously have a goal, get back to the state championship game, get to the state tournament.
Yes, sir.
What is it going to take now for the team to continue to get better?
Just play as a team, just play as a whole and play as one, play tougher together.
Now, explain to me about this love for Chris Harrison tonight, man. This dude was firing it up early, couldn't get it to fall, but he eventually got it.
Chris, my brother, man.
He got all the energy and all the love. Talk to him about guys that don't always get the chance to get the love in the game.
He's been here all 4 years, and it's his night.
It's his night. He's a senior. You guys got a good collection of bigs from Dominic White to Solomon Davis, and now you brought Braylon Bradshaw. Are you confident in your bigs to be able to handle some of the talent you guys are going to see in the playoffs?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They do everything that we ask them to do. They rebound. They block shots. They help on defense. They talk on defense, tell us where we need to be. They like the backbone to us, basically, for our defense.
Final question for you. Talk to me about your evolution of your shot. Early in the season, you will always be able to take a shot if it was given to you, but now you're finding your space beyond the arc. What's the three-point basket looking like to you
I
now?
just be getting more shots up after practice, before practice, in practice. And my coach has been telling me to shoot more, so I've just been shooting more.
It's paying off. Adrian Anderson-Nelson, you are a player of the game. Thank you for stopping by the scorer's
Thank
table.
you.
Appreciate it. Adrian Anderson-Nelson, guys, the man with 3 names, but he's got 3-point game. Jamin Dawson, your final thoughts on tonight's action.
Right, Adrian Anderson-Nelson has always had that talent from range, but being able to shuffle around and play different positions, other players as well. He got to excel in the scoring column as well as the return to Chance Davis. We get to see how he impacts the game in multiple facets, as well as the leaders, Amari Barrett and Zon Williams, who have carried a lot of the load here for the Falcons here. But it was a great job, great regular season finale here. Seniors getting on the board, young guys from the bench getting involved as well. I mean, didn't play their best basketball as far as the free throws, of course. You want to clean that up. But other than that, what could you complain about?
No doubt about it. So as we get ready to wrap it up tonight, I want to make sure we thank all our sponsors, SSM Health at St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores, of course, being the title sponsors, as well as Sunbeam Family Services, the Millwood and Richmond Foundation, First Security Bank, A-Plus Lawn Services, Big O's Pork and Dreams, Chris and Christy Harrison of Heritage Funeral Home, David Threet's Hair Cafe Cosmetology School, Wing Supreme, Narissa Berry Insurance Agency, Love Student of the Month, Super Prep, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting. It's a Falcons sweep on a Friday night as they both beat Star Spencer up big. The Falcons end up winning by 36 points tonight. Make that 46 points. Is that right? Yeah. No, it's not. it's 34 points. 34-point win for the Falcons tonight as they were victorious by the score of 70-36. I'm Maurice Prince, and he's Jamin Dawson. I want to thank you for listening to Millwood Falcon Basketball, brought to you by SSM Health at St. Anthony and Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores.